Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you could take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night here on Beyond Wednesdays, and it is crazy right now. We're all super tired, but super excited still about the last week. What an amazing trip. It was by far the best San Diego Comic-Con I've ever been to. There's only a couple of things that I wish would have happened, and that's just certain people not being there that I was hoping that it would have been cooler if they were there. But to have most of the Beyond Wednesdays crew there, and it felt like this year was different in a way where in the past years it was me trying just to run around and meet as many people as I can and network, and it felt the opposite this year. And that's not me saying how great we are. It means that what we've done over here means something in the industry, and it felt good. So I just want to start by Hood isn't here yet, and when Hood gets here, I'll redo this quickly. But I want to thank these guys that are here with me right now. I think they're a big reason why it felt that way this year. And, everything that Clutch did, to have a Beyond Wednesdays booth there, to see our logos up there was unreal. It felt good. All the people that we met and that we saw and that came up to us and hung out with us, and all the events that we went to, and it felt really good as a brand being there this year. And hopefully it'll happen again in New York. We'll see. We got another con coming up in a couple months. As a matter of fact, Leg, you're crazy, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm nuts, and it's really coming down to it. So yeah, I'm heading out to Farley Con. I'll leave Red Eye tomorrow night out of Vegas. Another fun trip, but that's okay. To much smaller scale than pretty much any of the other stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm sure we'll be having lines from Mark the same way that to a degree as much as Huntsville. I'm actually hoping maybe a few less because of San Diego hangover. Chicago Expo I think is in 2 weeks, something like that. So, and then there's a Florida Con, but it doesn't sound like I looked at the list, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. So more fun, way more low key, because I'll tell you what, lugging around 100 pounds for 5-6 days in a row. I stayed an extra day in San Diego. I left San Diego. I still got back. Still ran another show yesterday. I finally took today off. I was like, nope, that's enough, man. I got to breathe a little bit. All the shipping's almost done from there. Now situating to go leave for another one, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Oh, high five on finished shipping. I did too as well.
Oh, I'm almost done on like 400 books. So
yeah, I mean, you had like 5 times as amount of shows as I did. So
shout out to Katie for help with that. Yeah, you know what I mean. Getting everything ready, the CG Steel stuff. So we'll start going next week. Basically getting back Tuesday. I wasn't gonna get books, prepped for CGC. Make sure you're all cleaned up. Those of you that need pressed, get pressed. Things like that. That's what's going on. That'll start next week. And they go in blocks of 25, as you guys know. That's the sweet spot there for shipping and clearly I need that. So
Wow, dude, Larry Hama's going to be there. I
Yeah.
should have given you some GI Joe books.
Yeah, and
I did.
Yeah, clutch your books are here.
Good.
I did I have focused on Mark the whole time. For some reason, I thought I would take a few minutes to myself and regroup while I was in San Diego, and I didn't breathe or sleep. I mean, you guys saw me, man. I was up before 7 every day and up by, in bed by like what 1, 2 every day, if not 3. So
Sure,
man.
we'll say
Dragging stuff
2 to make you feel better.
a live show. Yeah, we'll say 2. A live show at it's starting at 9:30 in the morning on eBay on a Saturday at San Diego. Of course, like they offered Friday or Saturday, and of course, not of course, but Raymond gave the only thing that he had planned where he couldn't skip to go do that show was the Spawn artist signing at 10 a.m. on Friday. I'm like, okay, of course. So that's all. That's cool though. eBay gave me the lead off sacrificial lamb show, but you know what? It went really well, and being able to do that, I thought maybe Friday was payday and I was the first show in the morning, so there was that, right? But it went well. Thank you to Raymond for coming out. Thanks to his wife Irene for the help there too. Made a really nice show, even though there were some significant eBay technical difficulties where nobody could join the show. They kind of told me they're like 2-minute call when it was supposed to be 7 minutes. And you kind of time in your finale when he's doing the big remark and stuff like that. And I'm going, you guys started me pretty late. Now you're ending early, but you made it work. It was a good show. People tuned in, got some really nice stuff. So
Nice. Yeah, I mean, but you're also like consistently selling like pretty much around the same time, like in the morning, like it seemed like, you know what I mean?
yeah, well, the day before, yeah, that's true. I did Wednesday when we woke up, because shout out to Hell Destroyer for throwing that massive party there. So I was able to get some. That was so great because we were able to go and share exclusives at that event. Great event, man. Food, drinks, people.
All the cool people
shout
there.
out to Hell Destroyer and Baby Chaos for that one, man. Yeah, that was really great. Mike the Greek, nice to have the artists in there signing Lobos, Chad Harden, Dave Dorman. Man, it was a lot of fun to do there. So the next morning I was like, hey, I already spent a lot of money to be here, might as well run a show from the Marriott. So I did that.
Did you guys see that picture? Look at that picture. That's who was hanging out, serving people drinks and selling people books on San Diego from Hell Destroyer and his crew.
Saw them all over, but I think we always end up at the same places though.
Yeah.
But I've got to meet Baby Chaos a bit from the other cons and stuff. So
yeah, he's in
really
the chat.
nice.
He's in the chat. He said he was packing books all, for 11 hours straight. So, but
yeah, dude,
yeah.
it has been the packing has been insane. I'd be like, okay, tomorrow. I did free shipping, which about killed me, but it's the easiest way to keep track of it. But it's going to cost a lot of money. So there's that. There's that.
I saw someone in the chat was asking about Stein packs. I have one more Stein pack to mail out. I don't know where Brian is on his.
I still have mine to mail out. I'm gonna be getting them out hopefully tomorrow. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Listen, there was one thing that we talked about on the industry show the other night that was pretty cool to see, and that was like there were certain people that you stop by and you see when you're in San Diego, and it's like you stop by Brian Polito and it's Brian and Fran, right? You stop by and you see Billy Tucci and it's Billy and Deb. And everywhere that we looked, or everybody picture that would come up, and the pictures would be of these two, Amanda and Jimmy. And it was cool to see them everywhere at the con. They were all over the place. So shout out to them. And I know we have a friend of Amanda and Jimmy joining us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Barrucci from Dynamite Comics.
Hey guys, how are you?
How you doing, brother?
You know me, living the dream. Life is easy, nothing much going on. outside of the Diamond debacle and everything else.
Yeah, but it's New Comic Book Day, and we're seeing a bunch of Dynamite books on New Comic Book Day. Those books that were caught up in the Diamond debacle are now out, so that's gotta feel good, right?
I'm telling you, 8 books in stores today, 9 books in stores last week. Oh my God, yes, it actually feels great. It doesn't even feel good. It feels great. And we've been getting a lot of appreciation from fans that we're back in the stores, which is really rewarding. And it's we've gone like God, we haven't had books in stores since the beginning of May. So now we have to be careful in the rollout, not having too many books ship at once. But one of the more rewarding things is the fans just hitting us up, letting us know that they're picking up the books. Um, our sales are actually up, which is nice on the FOC. There, some of the books we had FOC'd with Diamond, but we didn't ship them because of the situation. And then when we got the FOC numbers from Lunar and Universal and Diamond UK, the orders are way up, and that was cool. And then just seeing reviews, just it's like, oh my God, I forgot we get reviews, and seeing the reviews again, you know,
Yeah.
it's been nice. It's been
Yeah.
nice.
Big announcement for the Red Sonja stuff at San Diego, which unfortunately you didn't make it out this year. That was kind of a bummer. It would have been nice to see
That
you, but
was
that was a big deal. You got to be pretty happy about that.
that was that was on some level. Besides wanting to see everybody, that was on some levels the biggest bummer because I was supposed to be up on stage with the actors since so much was taken from the comics, and I got really lucky as part of this. I was fortunate enough to be an executive producer on the film, and yeah, but stuff happens, right? First world problems, not being able to fly to a convention, but
Hey,
being
you got
here
books
and
out this week. That's an important thing, right?
yeah, no, that's the most important thing, getting everything going. And one other thing that was nice, I will say this, one thing that when you're at the show and you're making all those announcements and everything's going on, you can't appreciate the reaction from anybody. Um, Staying behind, I got to see the reaction from everybody, and there were people flipping out with some of the announcements, especially with Buffy and Angel, Supernatural. Really, really lucky. So,
Yeah. You,
every listen, this has been a trying time, but we also get to see how many friends we have. You're bringing me on board. Humble Bundle, like wanting to support us big time.
yeah.
This was our bundle from last year, the 20th anniversary bundle. 20,000 pages of stories for $20. And basically just to help us navigate through the situation, Humble Bundle said, look, this is what we'll do. We're going to rerun your bundle from next year, this from last year. This way you don't have to do any extra work. We just put it up there, and this way you can make some additional incremental revenue to help you out, which is really good,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's a big deal. Yeah, we got to be able to lean on each other, man. I think that's one of the things that I've learned in a big way over the last couple of years is that, especially in this industry, you got to have people that you need to lean on every once in a while, and vice versa. And that's an important thing. And them doing that for you is very cool, man. Very, very cool. So the link is in the chat if you guys want to check it out. It's pinned in the chat. Go show some love, which is very, very cool.
And the one thing I'll add is, no pressure, obviously, but there's a button. It's $20. You get 20,000 pages of story. Everybody from like Andy Diggle, Gail Simone, Michael Avon Oming, Garth Ennis, Brian Buccellato, Christopher Priest, Leah Moore, John Repion, just incredible, incredible books. Ron Mars, Robert Napton, just Mike Carey, and it's just so much. I mean, it'll take you over a year to read all of this.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much.
Most
But
definitely.
there is a button if you want to buy it for somebody. You can actually buy this for a friend if you wanted to. I mean, you got Kieran Gillen right there. We've got Fred Van Lente, Kevin Smith, Phil Hester. It's just, it really is. This is probably like too old for most people, but it's like the Dagwood sandwich of reading. You know, I mean, it is just, it's the biggest comic bundle they've ever had, and it did really well last year. And the fact that they brought us back, we've sold almost 2,400 of these, and hopefully we can get to 6,000 before it ends next week.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be great. You know, I brought up Amanda and Jimmy to begin the show, and you know, we're gonna be seeing something from them soon from you guys. Can you give us any updates on the
yeah,
Harley
so the Harley
Elvira?
Quinn, the Harley Quinn Elvira, it was supposed to come out in August, but because of all of the changeover and the craziness, we decided to push it back to October. So it'll be out October 1st in time for New York Comic Con. And this way, all the retailers that set up at New York Comic Con who want an exclusive cover, this will help them make more money there. And that,
Hey, we like that. Hell yeah. I think there might be
yeah,
something coming from Beyond Wednesdays for this book. So,
that'll be cool.
yeah.
Will that be your first Beyond Wednesdays cover?
No, Nick, the first Beyond Wednesdays cover was a book that I had all the boys sign in San Diego, which I'll show you the picture real quick here. This is kind of cool. We did a book. Grommets is the book that we did. It was the very first one, and
Nice.
yeah, it was very cool. San Diego was the very first time where we were all together, and so we had everybody sign one. It was very, very cool. We got Red Hood to do a couple cool things for it. So here we go. Look at this. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, this is all of us signing the book.
in Chinese.
And
Fantastic.
yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, you're recording this.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So
Here I come
Glad you all have your
downstairs
pants on.
before the party.
yeah, we all signed in different colors, so it came out really, really well. I wish there was a couple more people there to sign it, but we got most of us. So this
Awesome.
yeah. Nick, we had a lot of fun at San Diego this year, man. I really wish you would have been there, but New York is coming up, and we're going to do our best to all get out to New York. I know Yi won't be able to make it this time. He's going to be on tour with his band, but I'm going to do my best to get out to New York, and I know a lot of these guys are too. So I'm hoping to see you in New York, and I'm hoping to have a really good time. And, I'm telling you, man, people are going to trip out when they see our variant for Harley Elvira. They're going to trip out.
That's really cool.
So,
And DC's been really great to work on with it. They've been flexible, and they understood the changeover and having to move over. And yeah, no, look, it's like I'll repeat myself. It feels really good to have the books going out there, and we've been soliciting 12 to 13 books a month on average. So what we're doing beyond the first 2 weeks, we had originally set everything up to ship 5 books a week until we caught up, but we were supposed to be in stores July 9th, and the problem that ended up happening was a lot of those books were already printed, the books for July 9th, but then we had to break it up because it had to go to Lunar, Universal, and Diamond UK separately, as opposed to going to Diamond and they break everything up to Diamond UK and Universal. So all those books got delayed for a week because Transcon had to break down the pallets because they were shrink wrapped as if they were going to Diamond. So they had to break everything down, and it took an extra week, which is why
logistical nightmare, my friend.
Yeah. But you know what? We had 8 books, 9 books one week, 7 or 8 books this week. And after this week, it's 5 books a week until we get caught up. And we've got a really, really big October too. We've got 5 number ones in October. The resolicited Harley Quinn, Elvira, but also the new Terminator series, Supernatural, which I was overwhelmed and gracious with all the attention we're getting for that. But I will tell you, the Buffy and Angel announcement with Kelly Thompson writing both,
Oh yeah.
that really like flipped people out. And she was last year, I don't know about this year, but last year she was the most nominated person for Eisner's.
Yeah, she won an Eisner, I think, this year, right?
And she won an Eisner
Yeah.
again this year. She
Yeah.
won, I think she won 2 last year and 1 this year.
Yeah.
And
this is also super cool too. Shout out to Mark Spears, who's going to join us later tonight. Not Elvira, but Vampirella is on a Monsters cover. Like this is what a great cover this is, and what a great moment for Mark, and to not only see his stuff on the Vampirella book, but then to be able to put Vampirella on a Mark Spears Monsters book. That's a cool
Hey, bro,
thing.
this is what you call an awesome book, bro.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
this is a great long-term crossover potential for people that are like, that's cool because he had recent Vampirella covers, but down the line they're going to be like, remember that time Vampirella was on Monsters?
Yep.
That's really, I think, what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
My
gorgeous.
favorite show, Monsters.
Yes. Yes. No. Well, Nick.
Well, that was actually a really cool thing, and I'll let you guys go in a second. That was a really cool thing because I called. Mark has done so many covers for us, and I think I said this before, but then the Spawn thing finally came together, and he's like, "Look, I got to cut back on covers." So I was like, "Dude, you know what? I fully get it. Open door anytime you want it." And I said, "Do you want to do?" Because he was initially going to San Diego before he ended up going on vacation.
Yep.
So when he was initially going to San Diego, I said, "Hey, how about we do something that hasn't been done? You paint 2 covers, you put Vampirella on the Monsters book, and you put your Monsters on the Vampirella cover." And he was like, "Ooh, that is so awesome."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, well, this way you can make a lot of money." And he did a great job. Yeah, and that Demona cover.
I love this cover, Nick. This is the cover, and I really like how Mark did this because he changed the angle up, right? So it feels, I feel like more like of an homage when you kind of change the angle up a little bit. It isn't the exact replica of the book. I like when artists do that, and he did a really good job with this cover.
Well, yeah, and plus, Space Ghost flies. He doesn't swing on the web, so he made it make sense, which is perfect.
Yes.
So I gotta tell you, that guy is so nice. I could not be happier for his success. And man, let me just say one thing to everybody: buy those bagged Monsters books. Like, pre-order from your retailer right now, because what he's doing right now with that book is so awesome. It's crazy, but I'm telling you, anybody who buys those books, they're going to do really well. A friend of mine ordered 500 copies. He's like, "I'm delving into these." He's like, "I know I'm going to come out ahead." And you know what? That's the one thing about Mark. He cares more about making sure the fans get a big bang for their buck, which is why he's successful. So
yeah,
I don't.
That's going to be New York too, Nick. Nick, that's going to be around New York when that drops. So we got to get Mark out to New York. We got to get all of us out to New York, and go have dinner together and enjoy the new Elvira Harley book together. I really hope to see you in New York, man, and I'm looking forward to that time.
I'll be there. Anybody who's there, let's figure out what night we're all gonna do. Let's go someplace cool. We'll grab a great dinner. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Everybody, go check out the Dynamite Humble Bundle, 20th Anniversary Humble Bundle that's back up. The link is in the description and pinned in the live chat. go show some love to the Dynamite crew, who we're so happy to have back new comic book day, and get back on track with people getting their Dynamite books. So good stuff,
Man, I
Nick.
better go. Did you see what Psycho Mantis said? Time for me to go.
Oh my god.
Later, Nick. I love you, brother.
Guys,
Thank you, Nick.
take care.
Later, brother.
Bye.
That's one of the good guys, you guys. That's one of the guys that anytime I can help Nick Barrucci, who's helped this brand immensely. I mean, immensely. I'll do it. So, and listen, we're comic book fans. We want to see Dynamite Comics on the shelves at comic book stores. So, shout out to Nick. And like, we've kind of been teasing this book for a while now, and I think that's the first time we've mentioned what it is, right? I think that's the first time we've even said what it is. So next, you guys are gonna have to guess who's doing it. That's gonna be the fun part. So, and then Nick talked about the variants at the con. We had some. That was an amazing thing. The Suspiria G.I. Joe books were flying. It was cool to see everybody come up and get those. I tell you what really blew me away, Clutch, was the Invincible cards. Right?
Yeah, dude, the Keepsake. I mean, weirdly enough, cards at the show was the theme this year. I feel between the Invincible cards, the what was it? Who was it? Upper Deck or no? Tops had the Marvel
One
minted
card per box.
cards. Then there was like Upper Deck had a bunch of stuff, and then all the Magic the Gathering, which was like the Avatar promo cards and the Spider-Man stuff. Like, holy smokes, man! It was a card show. And the Nationals this weekend.
Yes,
not last week.
Yeah.
So
I
was
didn't
crazy.
see it so much as cards as I saw it as something from Invincible that is collectible other than the comics. They're starting the toys and now the cards. Like, I feel like it's a property that, like, I want to see more things come out from Invincible, and I think the fans are even like screaming. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
the lines
dude,
for the cards were unreal, man.
dude, you're dead
you
on.
see
'Cause
Ollie's?
It's like without having the book in print right now, and that's why I think having Battle Beast back on the stand is massive, and then also being able to put in, having these cards out there, dude. These things did fucking great.
they've surprised the shit out of me, Clutch. I'll be honest, man. So many
Dude,
people were talking about them.
I bought singles off a dude.
I don't
I
blame
was
you.
like, he had a cool Invincible, like numbered out of 100, like yellow foil that looked awesome. So I bought that. I bought a 1 of 1. Yeah, dude.
Oh, nice. You bought a 1 of 1.
And
Yeah.
the quality of the cards is top tier, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keepsake did a great job. Yeah.
I like the daily cards they were doing. I got the Adam and Eve one. I got 2 of those. I sold 1 on Whatnot. And then I bought the
Oh wow, look at that.
the
Yeah,
bloody
The
set.
Invincible one here.
There's a relic.
The relic. I got a double relic.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you open your
I
set?
I-
Because you guys got sets, right?
I bought.
Yeah,
I got a box.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
bought the whole bloody set that they had because I was within the first 100 purchases or whatever
Yeah, this is
to get it for 100 to get it for like $100. I
Yeah,
think
this guy, this one here. Shout out to Webby for hooking this one up.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me put you on solo for that because that's cool.
Oh wow,
I didn't.
complete set.
Yeah, it's like the blood splatter complete set. So shout out to Webby I did not get a chance to go in during the show, but he hooked it up. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, I bought
those
one of
uncut
those.
sheets, dude. What the heck, dude?
You know what was crazy, bro? Is the luckiest person in the world showed up again at Comic Con and walked away with. Explain what they were giving away first. How were they doing this?
So they had a bunch of different stuff at the show. They had they were doing you had like a spin the wheel thing where you can get discount stuff, or you can get little giveaway stuff. And then each day they did basically a raffle where if you bought for every, I don't know, maybe like every $100 or something like that, you got a raffle ticket. And then if you bought a case, they would give you a separate ticket for a separate raffle, right? For the grand prize of the day, right? So freaking Drew, man. So this was this is the grand prize. So each day they had like an uncut sheet signed by Robert or Ryan and Robert or whomever. And Drew picked the box and he looked for the ticket and he found one that had his son's birth date on there, 04/29 or whatever. And so he picked that box and that was the one that got picked.
How crazy
That's
is
crazy,
that?
dude.
That's crazy.
And then this dumb mug right here, on Sunday, I was like, I better buy some boxes before I go home and make sure I can barely fit stuff in my car. So I bought 4 more cases of the boxes. And I just told the kid, I was like, just pick me 4 of the cases. And he pulled me my little tickets off there. And then I won the uncut sheet on Sunday.
Yep.
Which is silly.
Congrats.
What are the chances, bro? Like that
That is wild, dude. That you and Drew are gonna really freaking take it home, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
That's so freaking cool, though.
So I've got Drew's here in my office. He hasn't picked it up yet. So, but yeah, they're pretty sweet.
It's called karma, bro. It's called.
Are you gonna frame it, or how do you display?
So weirdly enough, I've got 2 uncut sheets because they gifted me 1 uncut sheet because I helped them get a bunch of stuff signed, and then also for our stream. So I've got an uncut sheet, which is the of the black 1 of 1 of the signagraphs, which are the fake autograph cards. So those are like the rarest ones, and they were like, they took a couple ones that looked better for display, and I was like, I'll take this one, and they're just like, sure. So I have an uncut sheet of the 1 of 1s, which is awesome.
That is amazing.
I think
so couldn't go to a better person. So you have the complete set of the 1 of 1s. Is what
I have the complete set of the 1 of 1s.
That's big deal, dude.
It's pretty sweet. So,
yeah, I would be ecstatic to have that kind of.
Yeah, that one's gonna sit here for a minute. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah,
So-
I get that frame. Take up
We,
a big portion of your new band cave, right?
I know there's really not a lot of room in here, but yeah, I would love to do it.
Wasn't it just empty?
Dude, it is so full of crap, dude. I was telling Brian earlier before the show, I was like, bro, I can't, the dogs are outside. They're outside barking because they want to come in and hang out, but there's literally no room. Like all the stuff I got from the convention, there's no room for anything. It's so ridiculous.
I am not panning. Like you guys don't know.
Oh God, you know, dude. Yeah, if you turn these cameras a little bit, you're gonna see
I am not showing
chaos.
you this pigsty of the last from Dallas to now, especially. Katie helped me clean a little to start to get going on these cons, dude. Oh my God, buying stuff to bringing stuff back. Then you're running auctions, then you're trying to get piles of stuff. Then just the more boxes come in than other people's crap, and then you have to remember where your piles are. And dude, I've got 800 square feet that I don't know what's going on. So
it is so crazy.
One of the things that was interesting about this con is there's a big original art play, right? A lot of original art dealers, obviously, at San Diego. Great panel. Shout out to Swag, who moderated a really good original art panel with Dinesh and Mike Hansen. That was really good. It felt like almost 300 people showed up for it. It was really cool. And we started off the con though with original art in multiple ways. We went to the first place we hit was Adam over at Comic Boards Inc. for Sveta's stuff. And shout out to Lance, who is in the chat. We're standing there and we're kind of just looking over stuff. And this guy comes up to us and he goes, "Hey, I love the show." And he says hi to each one of us. And he goes, "I watch all the shows. I'm a big fan. And, I'm coming here to see the stuff." And he sees Yi eyeing this piece, right? And he knows that Yi's looking at it. And he's telling Yi, and you can hear him telling him in Yi's ear, "You better buy it now. You'll never have another chance. I'm going to buy it if you don't." He was so
egging me
funny.
on so good.
He's
I
like,
was
"You
just
better
kinda
get it." Yeah.
Yeah. And then he walked away, and then Leg was still picking out stuff. And then I was just kind of I got to do it. And I pulled the trigger on it. And I was like, I really didn't want to buy OA right off the bat, like just like kicking off like the con, like right before previews night was like really starting. I was like, kind of like, I was like, well, I have the golden opportunity. I have the golden ticket. You know, I'm first in line. I get the, you know, I had my time to like chew it over. I was like, you know, this is the convention where, you know, why I'm here at this con, right? To like look at OA pieces. And then to not only find out that this was the first Savetta original art purchase in the US.
And it's the best piece at the con from 2018,
Yeah.
you guys. Look how good that
So
piece is.
awesome.
Yeah, so it's, I have it right here too, if you want to see it.
Nice.
So
Hold on,
yeah,
let me blow you up here.
That's
so,
beautiful.
yeah, like I kept on staring at it, and then I was just like, I gotta get it. Like, you know.
Yeah. It's freaking gorgeous, dude. It's beyond gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I might get a updated frame for it, but I mean, for now, you know, this is a good temporary one. For
Yeah.
now, so
Leg, did
so
you
I'll pick a spot.
Leg? I don't know. Do you have your piece by you? So, anyways, so
Dude, of course I do. I was like, dude, the show and tell starts and ends with Sveta, dude. I got the other cool stuff, but I had to make sure I got like stuff that she drew on. So that was actually the fun. This is fun, and this E and I are like dapping all the way down the street because he's going like this. So he's in there and he's talking, and I'm sitting there and I'm staring up there. And no offense to anybody that picked out whatever pieces they want. And in our opinion, there's two that were closer to full page that were like really they were more primo there. Okay. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right. And I'm like, I like both these things, but like what so I'm not gonna be, we can't be upset regardless, right? And so he's like all right. So he goes with that one, and I sit there, right? And I pull out my wallet, right? I pull out some cash, I hand him the card back because I've already bought stuff. Like, I'll show you some of the other stuff. I already bought the stuff, and I was like, there you go. He's like, you're taking that one? And I was like, yep. And he's like, all right. I was like, what are we gonna do? I just spent more on like just like comics, and then I did get I'll show you. I did get a remark, but I'm like sitting there, and I was like, okay. So as I set off my car alarm in the parking lot, of course, because that's how much this thing's an alarm, right? There we go. So, this bad boy too, right? So I'm sitting there, and then I didn't, and so I'm looking at it on the wall, and I can see everything that's like kind of going on. And then the cool thing is, so like I'm a werewolf dude, right? So I don't even realize at first that we've got the full moon here. He's turning into a wolf, right? As she's changing, he's trying not to freak out because he's about to get some tail, right? And then so that wolf, it's turning into a werewolf. I'm like, oh,
what a
yes,
piece, bro.
completely.
That
So
was
it
meant
worked
for
out
you
perfectly that we got like the two perfect pieces for each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you didn't go with this one, or like I didn't like, try to be like, well, I really like that. You know what I mean? So it was cool to grab those, man. And it was yeah.
And then
so
Vinny walks up, and he's got he's got one of the other pieces, and then two other guys walk up, and they have
there's a dude with a piece.
Yeah.
And then Vinny was standing there, and I was like, dude, you get one of the other ones? And Vinny goes, is it worth it? Does she have art over there? We're like, yeah. I'm all, I don't know what's left, man. I'm all, that guy just got one. That guy walked up with one. We bought two.
Oh yeah, the guy walked up with the one on the bottom row, far right, I think, or was it the one, or was it the top right? It was one of those two.
It was top right. Anyway,
Okay.
and I forget.
I remember seeing the bottom right one, and I think Vinny got the bottom left one.
Yeah,
which was the last piece that was like there. And then my backup piece was like, if Leg got the top left one, I was gonna go with the middle bottom one, the one with the girl with all the mushrooms.
Really? Yeah, I kind of like bottom right, and also on it, the other thing, the maybe or whatever it was, because it was her prices. The background, I have no idea why, but she's like an artist. Maybe it's because around the coloring on there, so it was a tiny bit more, I guess, and the others were the same. So he was like, so the guy was like, I don't know, but like with that colored background on both of them, that just made it so much more worth it, And then we got to see, we were the first ones, we got to see her remarks, which I think Brian and I both got one. I'm pretty sure Stein got one. Aaron, did you get a remark also?
I ended up not getting one, so
Right.
I
Well, you
should have.
freaking away, dude.
I had already spent so much already there, and I was like, kind of like, this is the first booth that we stopped at. And like, I was like, I don't want to blow my entire budget here. Like, I
Right.
kind of did, but at the same time, I didn't.
Oh, I was scrambling after that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, hey, eBay, release my funds.
Right, I remember
Like,
you
look
saying
all
that like
books
at
I
one
just
point in
sold
time.
to people, dude. Can I have my money, please? Because it was not, I was not planning on walking around like with that. And don't get me wrong, I'm supremely happy with that. I'm not happy to sell the other stuff, but to get like these different, like the AP stuff, and yeah, it was a.
This
it
is what he was in
really,
front
really,
of.
really cool.
So a lot of people were
Right.
seeing Sveta's stuff. They had this like crazy video game thing that was packed the whole time. So
That's
he was-
crazy.
Yeah, they were doing out some like mech game or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called.
Yeah. So it was kind of it
Yeah,
was
shout out to
it was
Adam,
really
dude.
cool.
Adam, what a great guy.
Yeah,
We already knew he
amazing.
was cool, but nice to meet him and know like that dude's super legit, man. What a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Can't thank him enough for what he did what they did. Shout out to Sveta. She was blown away by the stuff that they sold and how well they did. So that was super cool.
I bought the art. Sveta posted us.
Oh,
Eden
yeah.
and I. Sveta followed me. I'm like, oh, I'm so cool today.
Yeah, and then on my
That's great.
she commented on my post for sharing that way out to all the Instagram people, and then she sent a heart. So I was like, awesome.
Yeah, I ended up grabbing this. That was the piece that I wanted.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
the other
That's nice.
piece, the other piece that I wanted, I had told him before the show, I go, I love that piece. And it's the Night Walkers #1 with the dripping decapitated head remark. And they gave me that, which was awesome. So thank you so much for that. That meant so much. So, and Adam thanked us for, everything that we've done. And it felt good to help, him and Sveta and Andrew out in any way we can. I think they deserve it. I think they're, some of the, best people in this industry that we've met yet. And I'm hoping that one of these days we'll be able to see Andrew and Sveta at a con sometime soon. That's the key. And for those of you guys that don't know, Sveta does something really cool. She only does 13 remarks and she stops remarking,
Right.
and she keeps tracks of all of them. So, if I know Lance was lucky enough to get one of the Frankenstein remarks. Leg got one, I believe, too, right? Didn't you get a Frankenstein remark?
Yeah,
So
mine's like yours. Yeah.
yeah. Hold
Well,
on,
it's not-
hold up
she-
yours.
she
I want
does-
to see yours real
It does
quick.
complete- They're different, but yeah.
Yeah. You got a
That's
really
nice.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that was nice. I was cool with that, and I was like, "Oh, the art on there." And then he gave us prices, and I was like, "I might be able to do this too." So, cool. Well, and then it was these SS things too. We didn't give them to us, that's for sure. But like they weren't even announced that they had medals for the Cleveland County.
oh
So
yeah.
they weren't announced that they had medals. So they had medals numbered to 13 because it's our favorite, but they had APs. So this is AP3 of the medal. So I
That's
got
super cool.
Sveta's medal right here.
You
And
know
same
what?
with these guys with the kicks with the are these
Oh, yeah, the Kickstarter
set?
store.
I haven't even
Yeah.
switched them into the other sets yet. But
There's only 3 of them.
They're both Svetas being a SS6 copy set right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
really
funny
gonna do
because
a once in a lifetime chance to get that. So there we go.
that's funny because
great.
Brian got number 7, and then I have number 8.
So here's the other cool thing. This was a cool moment. Selling out of the books that you brought to the con, which is cool. For the Suspiria books. And I mean, have you talked to her yet? Have you let her know how well they went?
Yeah, let her know. Yeah, she was super stoked, man. She was watching everything online. She was
Right.
she was kind of keeping an eye out of stuff too, so it was really great. Yeah, and shout out to Jamie, by the way. Jamie's a buddy of mine, Jamie Sullivan. He's done a ton of G.I. Joe cover work for IDW over the years, and so he and his wife, they were there, and they're like, "Hey, we got to pick this up." So I picked. That was like, "Hey, I've got the last set," and so he was stoked to get them. So
The amount of
That's nice,
people,
dude. That cracks me up that it was Jamie, but yeah.
everybody we talked to, I dropped a set off to Greg at Boom. He was like, I got to get a set of those. I gave sets to as many people as I had that really wanted them. So thanks for everybody that reached out. I got one more set I got to give to Long Short, but I feel like that was one of the coolest things that have ever happened. And I've already said it, but now that Hood's here, I want to say it again. Thank you to these guys. Clutch, thank you so much, bro, for everything that you've done. The San Diego Comic-Con. It meant more than I can ever convey. Thanks for. And I know you know that, but I'm going to say it again. And then to see the rest of the guys come out and witness it, it was so great to see Hood, be with us. I know Hood. I want to tell you something, bro. And this is important. I'm so glad you came, dude, because I know there was a second there where you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna come, and you were kind of like, I don't want to put any issues, I don't want to make it hard for you guys, and I'm so glad that you came, dude, and witnessed that, and you and Stein got to witness that, because it meant a lot. And I know a lot of people walking up to Hood and telling Hood how much they love him, and was fun to witness. So I'm glad you were there, bro. Thanks for coming, man.
Oh man,
I do
had a blast, man.
I do have a story about that. So when I met up with Brian in Arizona, we went to go pick up something from his parents' house, and so I got to meet Mr. Wayne McClay. And then the first thing he says to me, he's like, "Hey, what's up, P?" And then he's like, "Is Hood here?" Like that was his first question to me. And so it was super. Yeah, I was like, Joe's meeting up with us later and stuff like that. So I thought that was super funny. I was like, see, Joe doesn't even know how. I told Brian, I was like, Joe doesn't even know how popular he is. Look at that. Like even your dad was like fanboying over Joe. So
yeah, it was a good time, dude. I
think
Clutch.
I would say one of my favorite moments of Hood being at the show was I want to say like Saturday, maybe like 11 a.m. He just comes over and just like sits his butt down in the booth. And he's like, just sits. I'm like, how you doing, bro? He's like, yep. He was just, I'm like, you overwhelmed? He's like, yep. There's a lot, man. He just came down, just sat with his backpack, and he's like, just sat there.
You know what he told me, Clutch? He goes, I'm gonna go over to Clutch's today, and I'm just gonna sit there and tell him anything he needs. I'm gonna sit here and make sure.
He wouldn't let me help him. He wouldn't let me do anything. He wouldn't let me buy anything. I was like, I'm gonna buy it now. Get out of here. Like,
you guys need to have. You guys had a great show. You guys were buzzing around. I love seeing your guys' updates and shit. And I was like, oh man, I'm so jealous of these bugs, because you guys also stayed in the same place, and that was the thing. It's like, yeah, because I was at a different hotel from you guys, and so
we got to tell
I felt
that
like
story.
I was like disconnected from you guys for most of the show, except for that Thursday night we got to hang out and have where do we go? Barley mash.
That was great.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
That was a great hang.
Yeah, that was
for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to go there, but
I like barley mash.
again, man,
That was a good spot.
food, man.
So we got a funny story to tell.
I wanted to go before. Dennis wouldn't let me.
So
Hey, which one are we gonna tell? Are we gonna tell
I
what
thought you said you wanted to go before Dennis
Hey.
showed up.
Hey, are we gonna
yeah.
tell the one where me and
You wanted to
Brian
go to
almost
barbecue.
died going up the steps, bro? Bro,
that one
hey,
we
dude.
do.
What?
Oh, I swear to God, me and Brian almost died at the same time, dude. Because it's like 150 degrees, dude. And so the elevator's broke. So we were waiting for it to come down. It wouldn't come down. So we'd been walking all fucking day. My legs felt like jello. And so me and Brian are fucking going upstairs and we're fucking drenched, dude. And we make it to the third. No, I take that back. We got in the elevator and it was stuck. It didn't want to open the door. I go, Jesus Christ. and and there was no air in the elevator. So I hit open door and the fucker opened. I said, I guess we gotta fucking walk it. And then we fucking made it to the 3rd floor. And I said, Brian, I'm not walking to the 4th, man. I said, let's go to the elevator. We hit the elevator.
Let's
If
go
we
to Lobo's
fucking die,
room.
if we fucking die in the 3rd floor to go to the 4th floor, fuck it. I'm not
Oh my
walking
God.
any more
We
stairs.
were so tired, dude. We were like,
Dude, I put in
Dude,
10,000
remember we
stairs.
didn't think we were gonna have a freaking elevator, dude.
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Can you imagine?
4
with all
flights
our
of
shit?
stairs. And
We couldn't
here's
have
the
made
funny
it,
part
dude.
about that story with Hood is Yi and Stein go, we're gonna go walk up the stairs, and we bet you we'll get there before you. And we're like, fuck you, you guys are crazy. And sure enough, then we have to walk up. I don't even know if Yi knows this because we were too like we're not gonna say shit, bro.
Yeah, we didn't say it's like we didn't even say, hey guys, what's up, man?
Oh,
So-
but by the end of like day 2 or whatever that sign was there, we were both like kind of like looked at each other. We're like, well, fuck these stairs. We're gonna take the elevator with them. Yeah.
So I gotta.
And then I had the same thing. It was like Friday, Saturday. We're gonna do Bad Idea, right? And I forget there's something I left up, so I'm up. My bed was in the loft. So I mean, I was up and down the stairs, but I'm not pretending like this was all the same. There's like however many steps to a little loft, right? So dude, I go to run up there, and I've literally been on my feet. And you guys see, like I pull, like I didn't have a good dolly. I left it home like an idiot. And so I'm pulling one where I have to tilt it. I can't roll it flat at all. So I have to tilt it. And also I'm 6'6". It's like 6 inches too short to where I'm like this, right? So
It was
Aaron, thank you for
G-sized.
helping me out a bunch of times. But like just to get down there because I got to freaking bend. I mean, I've been but in the con, I can't do anything and I gotta go where I gotta go. So anyway, so I'm doing this, dude. I go and I was like, oh, I'll sort of kind of jog up the stairs to grab my thing because they're at the elevator waiting for me. Man, I make it around the turn. It's like, I don't know, 6 steps. Dude, my thighs went, they just decompressed when I just go down to the floor, right? I didn't collapse or anything, but they're all, what are you fucking doing? My legs are literally yelling at me, you can't run up these, you can't run, dude. You don't have enough energy left to go up this little baby flight of stairs, right? That's me coming down the stairs, right? It's just up there. It's not that far. It's one floor, it's right above the kitchen. So no. And that place was primo. That streaming area was great. I utilized it a lot.
Yeah.
I got a great story because Alex Lodemeyer just dropped a $5 super chat. He says, who snores the loudest? So I got to tell this story. So you guys can see, you get an idea of what the place looks like right here, right? You get a little bit of an idea.
It's kind of open, yeah.
It's open. It's got a loft where one of the beds are in. So Leg takes the loft upstairs. I take the bed downstairs. Yi is on the couch. First night we're there. We were out all night. We get home about 2. We go to bed 3:30 in the morning. I get woken up by the most loud, annoying sound I've ever heard in my life. It sounded like the high school fire alarms in high school that were so loud,
like 24 cafeterias at once.
Yes, yes. And I am for like 20 seconds. I'm trying to wake up Yi, and Yi and Leg both snore at the same decibel level, loud. Okay, 11.
Only when I'm drunk. I lost some weight.
And I'm yelling at Yi for like 20 seconds while this is going on, and I'm screaming at him, Yi, wake the fuck up. He finally wakes up, and we're like, what is going on? We can't figure it out. Leg, by the way, Leg is asleep the whole time upstairs. So I run upstairs. Leg is stark ass naked, holding his balls with his other hand on his head like this. And I'm screaming at him for 30 seconds. No shit, you guys. I finally had to go up to him and shake his face, bro. I shook his face, literally. It was the worst. And by the way, so we go downstairs, and guess who's downstairs sitting outside? First of all, Yi goes downstairs first, and there's a ghost tour giving a tour of the building we're staying in.
Yeah. So, because it was a real old city hall, and so like some mayor had barricaded himself in there, and then like a mob was like out in the street, and there's some like other crazy stories too. So it was completely insane just to like go downstairs and see a ghost like tour happening at our place.
And
I mean,
by
did you guys look it up to see who got killed in this fucking place, dude?
There was a family that got killed in the place. I did
Really?
while we were there. Yeah. So
On
like
the fourth floor?
I don't know where. It was like some hidden. So the funny thing is, there's an old clock in
Hey,
the
bro.
front, right? So Brian was like, "There's got to be like a hidden room somewhere in here or something like that."
Dude,
like
there
behind
were
this, like,
ghosts in there,
bookshelf.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
Fuck it, dude, I'm down with
Yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah,
Somebody
so-
deflated my mattress, my air mattress, bro.
Yeah,
So-
so there was a family that was there when they were trying to sell the building, and so the father got decapitated. No one found out why it
Oh,
happened.
dude.
They
Like,
still haven't
come
found
on,
his
man.
head, right? They still haven't found his
Dude,
head,
come on.
dude.
I'm bringing some evil juju back on, bro. Gonna
Just bring
end
some
up
sage,
killing
she'll
the
be okay.
dog and shit,
Also,
dude.
So as far as not waking up, okay, there's no excuse for really not waking up on here, but I did have my AirPods in with like the
Oh, come
noise
on.
cancel white noise, right? Now that is not going to block everything out. Like you're sitting on an airplane, you can still hear the crying babies, right? Much less a freaking, this thing is the loudest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's I mean, we're drinking pretty like heavily. Like it's so disorienting to hear this thing. I wake up and I sit up and Brian's in the hallway going like this. I'm like, what's going on? And I look down, I'm butt fucking naked. Right. And I'm like, oh Jesus. So I start thinking about what I'm gonna freaking put on, like what clothes I'm gonna put on. So what do I do? The dumbest thing you can is I take out my my noise canceling AirPods, right? And I'm wandering around just being harassed. Like, I mean, dude, if I was sleeping in this, I was out, right? I mean, I would have died if there was a real fire kind of out, if Brian didn't fucking save me. So with that, and so there's a bowl because it's in the gas lamp and it's over the top of clubs. It is loud down there. It's like the music pumps until 2.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't shake the building, but like if you're like a little family, you know, not a bunch of drunk snoring dudes, but like if you're like a little family and stuff, you know, that might be it. This is not probably the place for you to stay on a weekend or any night really in the gas lamp. So they have a bowl, this like a entire like mixing bowl of earplugs. So I go with Brian. So I go and I was like, look, so I give him I see the earplugs. I give him those and it's so disorienting. And I just remember freaking, and then finally, you know, so we get down to the stairs, wander in the street, and I just see Lobo standing there with a cigarette. Right. I'm like, is that Pablo Villalobos? Right. I was like, and this was Wednesday, right? Yeah. So Tuesday.
That was Thursday morning. Like that was from Wednesday night.
Well,
to
it was
Thursday
Wednesday
morning.
night that we went like.
Yeah. That was
Yeah. So Tuesday was when we kind of got to. I mean, a little bit before in other cons and stuff, but Tuesdays when we got to hang out with them a little bit before and got like they gave us the T-shirts and the Zerdy shirts and he signed a bunch of books. Got the con stuff, so it's like, okay, I guess that's him, and we're standing on the street there. Oh yeah, there we go, dude. We walk out of the room. Hood has that shirt on, and he's standing right there wearing his own shirt.
I go, hey,
So
Bob,
awesome.
what's up, baby?
They were right underneath
Oh.
us.
Yeah, I even talked to Lobos Thursday morning, and he's like, because I think we were all in the same kind of state of mind. We were all kind of like, man, it seems like it was just a dream that we were all out in the street at 3 a.m. Like that was like a great way to kick off the con. So,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
the funnier part was like, okay, so before the road trip, Brian and I were delayed picking up the rental car, and then they didn't even have the right vehicle that we had pre-ordered. So they take me out to look at 2 cars. They're like, all right, you have the choice of a convertible Mustang or a mid-size SUV, a Nissan Kick. And so I was like, I like half thought about taking the Mustang just because I knew Leg was going to show up in his Mustang. But then I thought about it again. I was like, kind of like, all right, Brian and I do have a decent amount of stuff like that we're bringing to the con. So I was like, it's probably not a good idea to bring the Mustang. So let me go ahead and just get the whatever SUV we can. And the funniest part was when Leg got to the hotel that we're meeting up on Tuesday, he drives up in a Nissan Kick. I was looking for his Mustang, and then we both drove up in the same car.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so my girlfriend has one of those, right, which fits a lot more crap than a 2-door car, and so I roll up in that, and it sucked because they don't see me coming, and she got it's a pretty new car, and so she just got the windows tinted like 1 or 2 days before. So you can't roll the windows down, and I see them just standing there, right? And like they're not looking for me. And this car, for whatever reason, they built the car around like a Bose sound system. That's not why she got it or anything, but it's kind of loud for, yeah. And I'm sitting like this, and I'm sitting here like, dude, I just wanted to roll up on these guys bumping California Love, and I just couldn't do it. And it turns out I should have, because the freaking douche valet guys literally ripped the do not roll down the windows. They've just moved it over and rolled the windows down anyway.
Well,
But they weren't damaged.
oh, you want to tell them about when we drove into California?
oh yeah, so we're driving into California, dude. This is crazy. I'm telling you, synchronicity follows me everywhere. There's multiple synchronicity stories. By the way, you guys, we're gonna be talking about San Diego for weeks. I can tell you right now. So just be ready. We have so much stuff we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, we're not gonna get to.
Yeah, we're driving into California, me and you,
so far, so.
and we're bumping the Beyond Wednesdays playlist, link below. And as soon as we're on Google Maps, as soon as we cross the California border, Google Maps goes, "Welcome to California." And then all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, Big, wake up, man. You're on flight 504." And going back to Cali started immediately as we passed. And it said that, dude. It was fucking crazy, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so like, because it happened multiple times too, like through with the radio for whatever reason. Like, I forgot what else like. It told us a direction, and then it was like a breakdown for a song or something like that. It was like, I was like, I don't remember that part of the song.
I'm telling you, original art just followed us around the con, and then Hood walks over with this. This Hood, you might have the pickup of the con, bro.
Dude, no, for sure you do.
This is crazy.
I mean, I'll take the Sveta, but like if you were offered me, Jesus Christ, but including the price you paid, this thing is amazing, dude.
So tell us about this Hood.
So I'm going through. His name was Donnelly. The family of Donnellys. I forgot. I think his name was Kevin Donnelly. God, what's his website? I'll pick it. I wrote it down because there was a couple of other things that I kind of wanted, but he had these ticketed at some were 30 and some were 35, and I'm looking at him, and one of the guys goes, "Oh man, that's old pricing. That's from before COVID," and I was like, "Okay, well, how much is it?" And he goes, I go, because I want them all. Yeah, and it was Cheryl Blossom issues 13 and 14, I think. And just the panels were so good. You know, like you look at the one in the bottom and right-hand corner. I mean, they were just so good. But he did not know if it was Dan Parent, because not all the time did he do the internals. So I took a chance on him, and I picked up all 8, and he made me of course, he even took 10% off of that. So when you think of original art, like these are dirt cheap, like, and me and Aaron had went to the original art panel, and Zatari was saying, you know, if you're going to buy in cheap, and then, you know, you flip and graduate, and same thing you do with comics, and until you get to a grail that you want. So I got them, and mind you, they weren't autographed. I go over to KRS Comics. I'm showing Chris, and I turn around and I go, "Dude, that's Dan Parent's booth." And he goes, "Dude, take it over there and see if it's." So here I go. He's by himself. I think he's sketching something. I go, "Mr. Parent, is this you?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's me." And he told me who the inker was. And I go, "Well, can you sign these?" And he goes, "Absolutely." And $5 a page is what he charged me. So I leveled up.
Same as he does a comic.
And if you go to the very last page, Brian, Go to the very last page on here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. He had pink. I should have made him sign it all in fucking pink, dude. You know what I mean? Like, God damn it. And I didn't even snap, but he had forgot to sign this page. So I went all the way back. I go, Mr. Parent, you forgot to sign this page or whatever. I thought I was going to have to pay him again. But anyway, then I took it over to another art guy. I was looking at some of his original art. He's from New Jersey or whatever. And he was pretty fucking loud. And he goes, what do you got there? How come you didn't buy this art for me? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, how much did you pay for that? And I go, I'm not going to tell you. He goes, what'd you pay? $200-300? I said, no. And I said, I paid $30. He goes, bullshit. And I go, yeah, I did. And he goes, I would put those at least $350. And I was like, okay. And then so together, you know, I'm thinking I would take anywhere from 16 to 2,000 for all 8 pages. That's where I'm at.
Wow. That's cool, bro.
And, yeah, very, very low buy-in. But I could not believe I walked away with this kind of original art. I was thinking of getting one piece, but I didn't think I was going to get 8 fucking pages.
That's crazy. So good.
Yeah, but the price you paid for 8 pages is like someone's paying for like 1 page. You know what I mean? Like so you walked out like a thief, and then you had the artist to confirm it too.
And the books were low print run on the Cheryl Blossom books, super low print as well. So
there was multiple times where I walk over to Clutch's booth, right, and Clutch is like, check these out. Look at these sketch covers that he got from Humberto Ramos. And by the way, you guys, I'm just going to say this right now. At some point, we'll let you know about it. But I saw the greatest sketch cover I've ever seen in my life this weekend.
We can show it tonight. It's
okay.
out there. It's been
okay. We're going to show it.
Showed it.
This okay. So we see these.
These are great.
This is nuts, bro. Look at that dude.
So, yeah, this is for a eBay Live with Humberto, and you know Joe, his manager, brought over this stuff. He's like, "Come pick it up." So I had all these cool things like, dude, yeah. Shout out to Three Rivers on here. He picked all the D23 books up for like what I think is a freaking steal. You know, they were sold as a set. One had a remark, one it was SIG. Wow. So good. He also did. It's not on here, but Humberto did that new Age of Revelation, book that just came out, the promo book that came out. So he had a copy of that. Did apparently hit the first and only Cyclops remark he'll ever do on that book during the stream. And I was like, if I could have done it, I would have picked it up myself.
Wow.
Well, Igor says his friend picked up the Doom sketch. That's great.
Do you have the other sketch? Do you have it close to you?
I do.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you guys, and we have a guest backstage we're going to bring on in a second, but I want him to see this too. So, ladies and gentlemen, introduce Mark Spears. Mark, we got to show you one of the greatest sketch covers I've ever seen in my entire life. Tell the story, Clutch. I'm going to give you center stage.
So, I'm working on a project. If you guys know me, you guys you'll be able to take a guess of it. What's it after this? But I hit up my buddy Chris Rupp. My dog is outside going crazy, by the way. I'm sorry. But I hit up Chris Rupp and I was like, hey dude, like got a wild question. Do you think Bill Sienkiewicz would want to do a Transformers sketch cover? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Like he hasn't done one in forever, And I was like, look, dude, just check and see. He's like, would you do? You want to do like you want to do like black and white, head? I said, look, dude, I'll take the full Monty, whatever I can get. Yeah, and just let him, like, dealer's choice. However he's feeling about doing it, let him do it. And Chris Rupp, I'm in the booth on Sunday, I think it is. I think it's Sunday. And I get a text from, maybe it was Saturday. I get a text from, the booth, Rupp's booth is next door. Adam, who runs his booth, he pops open, he slides the books over, he's like, through the wall. He's like, Clutch. Chris says, check your text messages. Pull up my phone. I have a picture of what I'm about to show you. I look at it. I lose my freaking mind. It's the craziest thing ever. And then like 2 minutes later, Chris like comes over with it because he's so excited. So this is the This is
Oh,
the cover.
baby.
So this is on a Transformers #1 blank that I produced with Skybound for the 10th printing of Transformers. Yeah, this is freaking bananas.
Oh my god, dude! You guys should see this in
Absolutely
hand.
insane.
It looks
So,
absolutely insane in person too.
Full
It
on,
looks like
yeah.
a printed on cover.
it's painted on there. It is gorgeous. Like it is out of this world. Like it's if in person you can see the texture and the strokes and stuff way better. You know, it's like it's hard even on a good camera. It's hard to come across here.
Oh my
Dude, it's so
God,
cool. And
dude.
he painted like the logo is foil, so he painted like you see he like painted over the logo too. Dude, this thing is bananas. This is crazy.
That is by far the best sketch cover I've ever seen.
And I didn't think he posted this last night, and I had so many dudes in like the Transformers group that I'm a part of like hit me up. They're like, dude, what is this? What is this? What is this? Everyone was excited. So yeah.
Wow.
I told Clutch, you get issue 1 that he did. This is like a bookend, like from that book to this, and it's just incredible.
And it's funny too when you think about, you know, like we'll take it off, but when you think about like issue #1 back then, like this is the first drawing of a Transformer. You know, like no one's drawn Transformers for publication before this moment, right? And so he was just drawing. He's like, I don't know, this guy looks cool. I'm gonna draw a couple of these dudes. Put the face, like Hood and I were talking, like you put the faces of like Spike and his kid in there. And you're just like, what is this? Like no one knew. Like this is the weirdest cover ever. And then you know here it is, like this really iconic thing. All these years later, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And I hear maybe this guy might be part
Hey,
of that.
Brian,
Who
Brian,
knows?
real quick, can you move me next to Mark? Can
Of
you
course I
move
can.
Aaron?
Of
Can you
course
move me
I
next
Yeah,
to Mark?
switch around there. Oh,
There we go.
can.
Only if you
I
come
moved myself for you. You're welcome, Joe.
only if you
I
come
want to be as
Friday,
far
dude.
away from legs, balls as possible.
wow.
I heard the story.
Hey, I don't want to tell you where my hotel is this weekend.
You heard the story, and it was a tall tale.
He found out why I called him Big Leg.
Listen, Mark, that's a great story, but I don't know if it's gonna top this story that just
cool.
fucking dropped this week. Holy cow, bro! Look at that,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are ready
they're out
because
there, man. Yep, so I'm going to start promoting it. I think the FOC is supposed to be September 1st, but they may do a week early FOC just because, you know, to make sure they have enough time to get everything ready. So it might go FOC a week before the end of the month of August. So I'm going to get the word out here the next couple of weeks, but I haven't had to really get the word out. People are getting it out for me, it seems like. But that's all I'm hearing about. People want it. It's going crazy. It's awesome. We're even going to try to film a little commercial. My son's going to film, so we put that all over social media. So yeah, I'm excited, man. And here's the other news: we're doing it for Christmas. A lot of people don't really know that yet.
no,
So I'm working on the bag for it right now, and that'll come out in November. So yeah, a lot of cool things for Monsters ahead, man. We can't wait.
Listen, man. We were so for those of you guys that don't know, I'm gonna tell a little bit of the story about how this happened. So Mark was hanging out, we were bullshitting after a show, everybody bounced, and we're talking about how, you know, everything's changing because of the Diamond Comics stuff and Lunar having, you only have so many spots to fill if you're gonna do variants. And Mark's like, man, I would love to do something to figure out how to get an extra, you know, get our variants out there that people want. And we're like, well, a blind bag is going to do it, would do it, right? And we sit for the next hour, and it felt literally like one of the best like little sessions of brainstorming that I've ever been part of. And me and Mark were just bouncing ideas off each other. And everything that you see in this was thought of in about an hour period. And
Yep.
I left that night like with so much extra energy that I don't even know if I slept for another couple hours because the amount of cool ideas that came up. And I think that I think that not just Mark, but Monster and the Wolf, Monsters, issue number 9, is going to dominate the comic news for a good 2-month period starting in October. It's going to be unbelievable. And
Right.
Mark had the ideas that Mark had for this was like knock it out the park, and to see it come to fruition, brother. I can't say like how proud I am to see this. You pull this off, dude.
I appreciate it, man. And it's again, it's well, that night we talked about this. It's kind of crazy because we were both on the same level, saying, well, what about this, and how about we do this, and it all worked out. But we also were looking at what did people do in the past, like of course, what Battle Beast, what Clutch did over there with the eBay bags and stuff, and we were sitting there going, if people are going to get this, I wanted it to be no matter what you got, you would be happy, right? I want it to be something where they're not going, oh, I got another one of these. So if at the very beginning I was doing the math saying, even if we sell like 300,000, which, I don't know, we might do less than 100,000, who knows? But I have it in there by percentages of the breakdown. And no matter if we did 300,000, nothing would be overprinted more than 7,000 times, right? So that means everything is more rare than the monsters you get right now.
Yes.
Those might be printed 10 to 15 to 20,000 times. So we wanted everything rare. Then we wanted the foils. I remember me and you talking about that night. We was like, hey, let's not do just 1% of foils. Let's do it where they can get a better chance. If you buy 14 packs, it's now a 1 in 14 chance you're getting a foil. So that's pretty good odds there. Then we're also doing, we're doing the glow in the dark, which, I've always been wanting to do a glow in the dark issues. So we're doing those. We're doing some black and white
Tricks
that we
and
thought would look
treats.
really cool. Yep. And then the trick covers are really cool because I haven't showed those yet. I'll probably show them soon. I think you've seen them. It's they're really cool. And then they're again kind of rare. They're a little bit rarer than your regular base cover. And I'm not even done yet. We have basically 70 out there, and I'm like, I got another idea or two. I'm going to go in there and put some more in there. So it even makes the odds better, right? The more, if I add a few more covers here or there, it makes the odds better because it lowers the print run on everything. So it makes it to where everything's more rare that you get. So, working on that. And then now I'm already starting on Monsters number 8 blind bag, which will be, like I said, we already had to turn in our solicits. So it's definitely, we're doing it. I believe we're going to try to do the same exact thing and duplicate it over there to where we could keep the same odds and everything. 1 in 14 foil, things like that. So I got to get started on some Christmas covers. I was just looking today, that one that you really like, the Evil Dead homage that you said should have been glow in the dark.
Yep.
I was looking at it today and I went, oh, what if I homage the homage and we put a Santa Claus hat on it and we'll make it glow in the dark this time.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm going to do that. We're going to have some Krampus covers, some snowman covers, all kinds of really cool things you can get. And the one big reason I'm doing this, because of the holidays and everything, Monsters is celebrating its anniversary next. We're almost in August. So in September that. And I was like, this is such a great time to say, hey guys, let's celebrate a little bit. This is unprecedented. What happened with Monsters and everything. So I was like, this would be an awesome way to showcase a bunch of these covers, get them out there, because I could have got a bunch of covers by other people to do it. But, I wanted to do them. I thought, this would be a great chance. I can do a few different things that I hadn't got a chance to do before because, I'm limited of how many covers I can do. So I'm just so grateful. I think it's going to be so awesome that when you get the bags and you're like, do I open it? Do I not open it? and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the new printer. We use that printer on number 6. So I really like the foils. I really like the cardstock. So yeah, I'm ready. That was
great.
printed with
That cover is so good.
Yeah, the San Diego books had really high quality, it seemed, as well as
there. Okay, so that one I had already done for Monsters. I already knew it was going to come out for number 6 as an exclusive. But just to let you know, and maybe I'll throw a picture up next week or so, I do have 3 of the nuns coming out for Monster and the Wolf, that same kind of cover, but it's 3 of them.
Like we're putting in an early order with you for next week, or this week, just FYI. I'm texting you my order right now.
Okay. I'm excited because I'm going to buy some myself. I can't wait to open them up and see what I get.
You're all like, holy shit, that came out great.
Yeah.
You know, when my first trading cards came out, I sat on the floor for 2 hours like a kid and opened up boxes when, you know, I could have had them just printed up and handed to me, but that's the fun of it. It's the, you know, what am I pulling? What could this one be? And I just love it. And I think this is such a cool thing to be able to do. I believe I'm going to talk to Clutch some more. We're trying to do something with eBay Live around that time with the Monster and the Wolf. So stay tuned for that info. But yeah, man, I can't wait. Again, you got Halloween and then we have Christmas right after. So I'm thrilled to death that we got both of these coming out in a month apart from each other.
It's gonna be awesome, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think it helps everybody. It helps the retailers. It helps the online guys. It helps everybody because it's like, hey, this is a cool thing. $5.99 is what you'd have paid for the normal cover anyways. And now you have a chance to something rare, something maybe glow in the dark, something, you know, whatever. So,
you know, it's going to be cool because it'll be like the pack. So like clutches were more limited, but the red Battle Beast packs, eBay did these Superman ones. So what I've had like doing the live shows and stuff like that, ripping these open, some people get, I know it's not going to be less likely with this, but I have people on the show that literally just start negotiating, trading while they're on the show. Like I got 2 crypto, but like I wanted that Battle Beast you want or something like that. So I'm on my show trading buyer stickers like that, and I'm just picturing myself like this. Like that's how I'll get myself into a mess. I get myself into messes all the time, man. So this is gonna be fun.
Well, I try to do enough of them to basically make it like trading cards. Because if I'd have done 10, 20, that's a good amount. But doing so many, it's like trading cards now. So yeah, you can trade to get your favorites. You can say you might want to get them all. You know, that's possible. The one of ones that we're going to do are going to be something that we do like a mail-in thing because I don't want to send a one of one and, you know, what if it got damaged, lost, you know, something. So we're still trying to put in some kind of golden ticket, something in there where you could pull the one of one.
Where it's like a redemption kind of situation.
Because I thought that would be the best way to do it. And I go ahead and I could have it CGC'd and then we can just ship it to you. Because from the very beginning, me and Brian were saying, oh, it'd be so cool, you know, have one of ones and, you know, maybe only 10 exist of this or something like that. So I really love that idea because I do it in my cards. But in the comics, I was worried, you know, what if the box got lost? Or what if it was the only one damaged out of the thing or something? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do something a little different there. And since you were showing stuff like that, let me address this real quick about the incentives. So because of Comic Con and all that, and I wrote on the thing last night. So for the incentives going forward, KeenSpot will not be carrying them on their website. This was agreed by KeenSpot and myself because I think it helps the retailers better, especially with these ones coming up are very valuable, right? With the Monster and the Wolf. There's one that's a 1 in 1,000. I think there's a 1 in 500 and a 1 in 250, something like that. Yeah. I don't think it's, you know, we just like, hey, let's from now on, no more incentives because, you know, I was like, yeah, let's do that. So now that's taken off. So don't, if you're a retailer out there and you're like, hey man, and I'm competing against you guys on it. Nope, you're not. You get that incentive and it's yours. So I think that was a great time to do it. We've already stopped having the incentives on KeenSpot's website right now. If you look, they're just sold out on there. All those incentives are getting sent to me. And that's just because I want to help make sure the retailers are happy with the incentives. With the ones that y'all saw in San Diego Comic Con, the numbers are still accurate in the back of the book when they say like 100 or let's say 1,000 of these incentives are made. But what happened was that's factored into the number that was ordered and damage overages added to that number. So say if it was 1,000 ordered, say you had 850 actually ordered, 150 were for damages. After they fill that, that's what KeenSpot had, right? Because I had a lot of people ask me, how did they have a stack of incentives at the table that it makes sense? So I addressed that, and I'm like, hey, nothing bad was going on. That's just because they had overages of those.
Mark, one of the things that that was very evident at this con was the fact that you're very aware of what your fan base likes and what Mark Spears Monsters means to your fan base. That's very evident. And shout out to Heroes Reborn for making these for us, because this is exactly it. Mark is one of us. Like, I know it's a thing that we laugh and joke about, but it's the truth. He wants retailers to be the people that are coming out on this. He wants the fans to get their books. He wants to continue this hobby and this place where he was able to do what he is doing, and that's an important thing. I think that was very evident at the con this year. Whenever your name would come up, Monsters was used multiple times in situations where it's like, we want to be like Mark with what he's done at with Monsters. We want to follow his lead on the stuff he's doing. We went to many industry events, the Comics Pro event, the Lunar event, the Penguin Random House event, and that was very evident, dude. And I think that's great. I think that's something that we need to champion you for doing, because it's important.
I've been a retailer before. I was a comic store owner. I've been a collector. I've been a creator. So I've been all those parts, and I understand that we're all also eating from the same table. If you can't have somebody not eating, so that's the thing. It's I want, and another thing I'll address is people have asked me, is it going to be, I'll get that question 1 out of 10 questions. Is it going to be like the trading card thing though, that you put out there? And when my store got 50 of the same card, no, we've switched printers. We have the same printer that DC uses for blind bags, right? They're a trusted printer. I know a lot of other people in the industry who use them. We went there because that was the number one priority for us. But even over quality was, it has to be a mix. Because I don't want it to be where Leg goes into his comic shop, he buys 10, he goes home, opens all 10, it's the same issue. He's ruined his experience, right? So it's just like when you would buy trading cards, you open them up. If you had a dupe pack, you're like, it's the exact same pack, same pack out.
Yeah.
So we want them to be random. We want a good mix of them. I'm hoping having so many out there, having over 70 ones that you could possibly get, I'm hoping that will be a good enough mix to where you will get something if you bought 10 or 14 or 20. That's priority for me.
Hell yeah.
We're all, the best part is we're all guessing, because I mentioned this like in the Discord. There's no one's ever done anything like this in comics.
No.
This is like, people can say different things about saturation. If it was 75 covers, but it's really 25 covers, and that's what you can pull. Like,
really,
I got the green,
the designs on it is really going to be around 30, 35 covers. And then we have, you can get this, a foil version of it maybe, or something like that, or glow in the dark version of it. So we're trying to keep it to where you could collect them all and say, oh, I don't care if it's foil or not foil, I want them all, things like that. Right. I don't think it's never been done to this magnitude to where the same artist did this many covers for one thing. He probably never for a number one issue, the same artist this many times. And I'm aware of the oversaturation to where I was talking to my wife and I said, after this though, after these 2 blind bags come out, I'm limiting any exclusives to 1 per release. No more than that. The only time I would exceed that is like maybe the Huntsville Expo, right? Where I have where it's a big event coming up. And the reason I'm doing that, I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I love to go find the covers. And I want you to find the covers. I just want it to be easier on you that there's only 1 cover you have to go out and find. It's just, I think it's better that way. I don't know, oversaturate the market because we are releasing so many covers with the number 1 and the number 8 blind bags that I'm thinking, well, when number 9 comes out and number 2 comes out of that, besides the normal covers for retail, how about we do 1 exclusive and it'll be a Mark Spears exclusive on Mark Spears store release. And I'll drop it. There you go. And you have it. I just want to make it easier for collectors. I don't want to make anything hard. And I know, I had a blast down in Florida. I hadn't seen you guys since then at Jesse's store, having that exclusive. I had an exclusive at Arkham. They went over great. But I do realize there's a lot of people who didn't even have a chance because they can't come there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to release 1 a month. There's no reason to have 3, 4, 5 or whatever. And that way it'd be a lot easier to keep up with for the people who are trying to collect and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm scaled down a little bit on my workload. Like since I got back, I had to tell everybody in the industry. When I went on vacation, you would think when I told everybody, they still email me during vacation.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, can you do this cover for me? Can you do this? And I have stopped every single project or cover. I've stopped and said, I can't do it. Spawn 77 is my number 1 priority right now. I'm on that bad boy. Whenever I get started on it, I fall in love with it all over again. I'm almost done with issue 3. I'll probably have everything done by the end of September. That's how fast I'm going on this because it's so amazing to do. It will be the best thing I ever did at the time of release. I promise you, I'm sinking my heart and soul into it. I love it. I love all the new characters there. And some of you know kind of the story there. And if I had to adapt a little bit, I did it here and there. I changed it up to make it even better. So I can't wait for that to come out. So that's my number 1 priority. And right after that, it's Monsters. And Monster of the Wolf is kind of already finished. I'll touch it up here or there, maybe add a page or 2. But it's getting Monsters number 9 done, which will come out in January.
That's going to be crazy, Mark. Yeah, that's the first, for those of you guys that don't know, that's the first original new issue since the Kickstarter, which is an important thing, right?
Yes.
That's a big
speaking
deal.
Of Kickstarters, Monster of the Wolf Kickstarter has been printed. It's on its way here. It's taken about a week to get here, but the palette, we should have it by the end of this week, first of next. We've hired a team. We're going to go in there, get everything labeled, sign everything we need. I'm getting those things out as soon as possible, right? Because I want you to be so happy with the experience that you loved it so much. You want to go to the next Kickstarter with me. So, and then the cards, they're getting printed. I had, let's see, everything's approved. The cards are already being printed, but here's a cool thing. The boxes, I added so many extra packs of cards. The boxes were too small, they said. Mark, we can't put that many packs in the boxes. I said, let's make new boxes. And they said, okay. And then I wrote them back and I said, wait, if I'm paying to make new boxes, let's make one a coffin and let's make one with a gravestone on it. They said, you're the boss. So, dude,
hell yeah.
I've seen the boxes already in white. And I said, okay, all the extra packs that I had so many extra packs that weren't going to be in boxes. I said, I got to make another coffin box and we're putting those packs in that because I got to have them. So we're doing that because, dude, I've always dreamed of having some kind of merchandise where it was a coffin for monsters. So I can't wait. That's going great. We should have that by Halloween. Here's my hope to all my fans out there. You'll be sitting there with blind bags opened up that you're happy with. You'll have the Kickstarter cards in your hand going through those, and you'll have the Kickstarter Monster and the Wolf comics that, again, those covers will not be used for the blind bags. I'm keeping some of the blind bags secret because we're like, hey, man, we want it to be where it's a surprise on some of these covers
Hell
that you didn't
yes.
know.
Hell yes,
Right?
bro.
But no, I'm not reusing any Monster of the Wolf Kickstarter covers. Those are all retired artwork. If I use it ever again, it'll be inside a book where you can flip through it and see all the covers that exist.
That's cool.
Yep.
So again, I want you on Halloween night to enjoy a whole night of monsters. You can have the comics, the cards, the blind bags, everything. So that's my goal.
Well, listen, man. One of the main regrets of San Diego Comic-Con, and I told you this, I said this over, you were on the show, you watched the show the other night, was not having Mark there. I wish Mark could have been able to witness, to have been there and could have seen, the Keen Spot banners with all the monster stuff. It was so cool to see, bro. And the other thing that I wish he could have witnessed in person was this. This was so cool, Mark. This was so cool, bro.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I did not know this was going to get revealed there either. I've been sitting on this for a while, and I had no idea that's when it was actually going to make its debut. So cool. Dude, I just loved it. Got to send it to my kids and showed my wife, and I said, "Look, they're finally showing this." And the figure, I can't be more happy with. Like I had never got to see the figure yet, so dude, that's an awesome figure. I was hearing people talk about it, saying, I'm not even a Magic fan. I'm getting this for the figure. And I'm like, that's how awesome this figure looks. So cannot wait.
This was so cool,
I want
bro.
20 for myself, man. So I'm here on my
That's sick.
That's so good.
The Magic had a great present at the con. They had the Spider-Man stuff. Me and Yi went through the Spider-Man little section. They had this Daily Bugle set up, and you could go to each little area, and if you kind of went and did the thing that they were doing in that area, you got an extra little set of Magic the Gathering boxes. And Clutch, I know that you're a big MG Magic the Gathering fan. What did you think? Did you get a chance to open any of those yet or see any of those? What was your thoughts? Look at that. Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Did you get the full set?
You're talking to
Yeah,
the
I got
master
the-
down there. Come on.
Dude, seriously, dude, who are you talking to? You saw me at this
Who
con.
are you talking to?
Yeah.
What I do.
I didn't
Yeah.
see him at Comic Con because he was at Magic Con.
It's better than every weekend. So yeah, these are super cool, man. These are these are the 5 different sets, each one different color for the character, right? So
Wow.
which is so sweet. The fun thing that I don't think a lot of people realize too is that each one of these has 2 packs in there. So there's 2 small ones. You get the Venom, plus you get another character. So if you had 3 of them, you could end up having all 5 different characters in the little things. So
That's awesome, dude.
that's pretty sweet.
They
These
did
are actually the
sweet.
cards from the actual set. So there's not just a bunch of random Magic cards. These are all the cards from this set. So you get to see different characters and really cool stuff, man. It's super sweet.
They did such a good job with the setup. They had a Daily Bugle magazine newspaper thing they gave out to show you how to play. Walking through the event. Magic really, I heard the panel was excellent. I didn't get a chance to check out the panel. I know their panel book was one of the top 10s on cover price from the con, which was awesome. Shout out to those guys for doing such a good job, and to be able to walk up to the Marvel Legends booth and see this on, like, it was super cool. I mean, we took pictures of it. They talked about it at their panel. Mark, you've been working on this for a long time, and it's hard to keep something.
It was probably last year at this time that I did it. It was, and that's what's so crazy. You do things for a year in advance sometimes, and you're just sitting on it, waiting. And so I'm so glad that that's finally coming out, which I think it's on pre-order August 1st. So just 2 days from now, but it'll also be in retail. I heard it won't be just Hasbro Pulse. You can pre-order it there if you want to order to make sure you got it. But you can pre-order there, but it will be hitting retail. It's $29.99, I think it is, and it's coming out in September.
That's awesome.
So that's not long. Or was it October 1st? No, it was October 1st. September the cards come out, and it comes out right after that. So that's why I sent a picture of my wife with it saying October 1st. I said, hey, I think we're going to have a cool October this year. You got that coming out, blind bag.
Dude, for sure.
So, yeah, thrilled on that.
Let's put Mark on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. What are the chances we're going to get you to come out to New York?
I don't know what that's in October, right? It depends if the big man beckons and the big man starts with a T and the next letter of the next name is the M. If he needs me out there, I can't turn it down. So we'll see. I'm getting through this so quick. I didn't know that they were even going to show Spawn 77 at San Diego. I didn't even know they was going to show pages.
Crazy.
Oh, they didn't tell me. So that's
Do you have those pictures, Brian?
I don't.
Spawn?
I don't. Do you have the
I
pictures
don't even
on?
think I posted on Instagram.
You need to
I
post
saw
those, Mark.
somebody posted it.
Yeah.
I could probably send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me right now because I want to put those up. That was listen, Spawn had a great showing at the con this year. Their King Spawn 50 is getting ready to hit. Mark, I know you did something really amazing for that, which is super cool. Todd was all over the place during the con, which was super sweet. Check this out, you guys. Are you kidding me? Look at this. At the Spawn panel, we see Spawn 77 artwork.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think that's the first 2 pages too. Yep.
Oh my gosh. And you guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been saying it for a while. Spawn 77 is going to blow your guys' minds. It really is. It really is that good.
Yeah, I think I've even went back. I've added a few different characters to it, and I went, okay, I can't just I got to put them in other. So I've even went back to issue 2 and have changed a few things. So, man, I'm just enjoying it so much. I love it. The new Angel character will blow your mind. The whole plot of Spawn and what's happening to him and who he is and all this is just amazing. I've tried to do something no one's ever done. And I credit Todd for that. Todd was saying, I don't want the same thing. I don't want a hell Spawn who comes back, made a deal with the devil. I don't want that. I want something different. So this is basically like Batman Spawn, but it's in continuity. So it's you'll just have to see how it works out. How I was able to pull that off. So and we're not really done with it. When I get the artwork done, then me and Todd get to sit down and write this thing. So I already have pages of things I've already thought. Like, this is the dialogue. This is what this guy should say. So when we sit down with Todd, I think Todd's just going to make it even better. So if I can get this up to an A+, I don't know what Todd will do. He'll knock it out of the park and make this thing amazing. I think we will break sales records of Spawn with this, maybe. Depends when it comes out this year, next year. I don't know exactly when they're doing it. If they see that I'm already up to like issue 4 in August, they might go ahead and release it before the end of the year. Because I can easily have this thing done, in time. I don't know, have to talk to them to see when they're wanting to release. But man, I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. They showed I think I sent you a picture of the action figure.
Oh,
yes. I think they're re-releasing or repainted because it doesn't look like the same other one. Because see, the eyes look more like the one that I'm doing. So I think they actually resculpted the face or something.
It looks so good.
Let's go,
that's him.
bro.
That's exactly the one I'm doing.
Dude, that's fucking fire, bro.
I think what they'll do is
that'll be in my living room.
I don't know if that's the packaging art, the white, or if that's actually a free comic in there. I don't know.
I bet you it's a comic.
That would be sick.
Mark, this is gonna be a big deal, bro.
Originally I got the issue 1 done in time, so they could have it in there. Then I had heard that they were going to go and put an issue of #1 in there of Spawn, just a reprint. But this clearly shows that's not the case. So I think it's something different. Man, I can't wait.
And it looks like it comes with a card too.
The what now?
Far right. It looks like it comes with a card too, as well, on the far right.
Oh, is that what? That's probably what that is. You're right.
Bro, that is a gun. Also, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I love that. Dude. I might actually.
If somebody walks in like that,
try
you
to
just
put that
give up.
gun in the comic because I love. That's an awesome gun right there.
And it's got the Beyond Wednesdays symbol right there, the little "I love you" with the hands, right? So
Yep.
There you go.
I guess he holds that up as he shoots with his other hand.
Right.
But I love the eyes that they did on it is actually perfect. That's exactly how I was doing the representation of the Spawn 77. So love it. I can't wait for that. I haven't heard much about it yet. I'll be sure to get some of those. So yeah, with that Spawn news, and then we have the Magic news, and then the blind bag news. And then there was something else about somebody's thing getting optioned. I don't remember. Was that? Oh, it was mine.
We got to talk about this, Mark.
Dude, I was texting Mark. What the fuck?
What a way to start.
I did not
Diego.
know that they were going to release that information. So I'm like, when Red Hood writes me, I said, "How'd you hear that?" So I'm like, "What?" And then I saw that there were photos out there that some people were sending me of King Spot's panel. And they had it up there where they was reading it off, and then they said it had been optioned and all that. So I can't say more than that. That they do have a screenwriter, they do have a producer, and I can't say who they're shopping it with because I'm sure they want to release that information as they go. But it's major stuff. It's not like a Redbox movie. It's major players in it, and I'm tickled to death, man. And what a great time to have. The blind bag's about to get pre-ordered and everything, because that would make a studio go, wow, look, this thing's doing so good, So
you know what it's time for, bro?
What?
It's time for the unholy one, bro.
Yes, it is. Could you imagine seeing the unholy one?
I have told the people, we'll call them the people, about the unholy one in this deal. And I said, he's the next dude. Showed him pictures, and I told him about his powers that I don't know if I've ever told y'all this. Every person he kills, he gets more powerful. So, so he will, he's in issue 9 for sure, but I might actually go ahead and add some more pages to issue 8, and you'll actually get to see him in the very last panel or something as a little, Christmas gift to everybody for that blind bag. That's another thing is for the number 8, I need to go and see how many pages the actual book was originally. And I would like to go in there and add about 5 more pages. So we're going to make it, maybe it's oversized. Again, it's a gift from me to the fans, because never thought, man, when I ended that number 8 with a cliffhanger, I was like, I hope to revisit this someday, maybe just online. I don't know if I'll ever get to finish it. So now to get to do that is just amazing. So
I'm
I
proud,
can't wait.
Man.
Issue 9. Can't wait.
Mark, I think we're all rooting for you, man. And there can be nothing better to continue to see, you do better things. I think you deserve it. What Yee's about to say, I imagine is going to continue this thought process that you've done things the right way, and it's nice to see you finally out here winning in a major way, and now we can see Mark motherfucking Spears in action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think you had a joke and you just messed his joke up.
I know.
Go
I
ahead.
did.
No, I didn't have a joke, but I wanted to thank you for paying for part of my trip from reselling your books on Whatnot. I hadn't been on Whatnot since C2E2.
Hey, bro, you sold his books, bro?
I sold some of it. I sold a few of Mark's books, and I was like, holy shit, this is like paying for like a big chunk of my trip.
Hey, I'm so glad that they're worth something that you can do that with, man. That's awesome. It doesn't offend me at all when somebody says that. It doesn't offend me if somebody comes up and says, hey, I collect your books, but I never read them. I just say, man, one day you're going to have a lot of fun if you ever crack it open, because it
It's a
will.
good. I've read your books, like,
Yeah, I
and
think it's
I love it. Like, yeah.
and number 6 that came out today, right? Number 6.
Yes, it did.
Huge twist in it. I thought we'll see if people like it or not. I liked it when I did it.
I like that one.
Yep,
Mama.
We talked about this with
Vampirella on the issue of Monsters. That was amazing.
Mark. We had Nick on before you, and we talked about
Oh, I
this.
didn't get to see it. I didn't get to.
And
I
Nick-
didn't get to see him.
Nick was talked about how great this is and what a great moment it was, and it's pretty cool to see. Like, this doesn't happen very often in comics, where
No,
IPs jump.
I was so grateful he was letting us do that. I didn't have to go through doing different licenses or anything. He was like, "Let's just swap them," and I'm like,
Bro.
"Wow."
That looks like Vampirella 77, bro.
Well, that's
Mama.
She's
kind
old.
of like I wanted to do. I was thinking
Vampirella's
of that
older.
original,
Right? It looks
cover.
vintage, man.
So I wanted to make it. I love when things kind of look a little bit more vintage myself. I just love that. So
This
I haven't
this
even
is
got
the
to see this
cover.
cover yet. Does it look
Oh.
good in person? Have y'all seen it?
So beautiful, Mark. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
That
This-
would have been another glow in the dark, awesome one.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
I
Yeah.
might have to do something to redo another version of it, glow in the dark for the number 8, just because now that I know we can do the glow in the dark ones, man, I really want to do a bunch of them.
And it was pretty cool to see this, to be honest, man, at the San Diego. This was beautiful in foil. This and there was a couple other books you had there in foil that looked so gorgeous. But I
Yeah,
definitely
they-
picked one of these up.
They told me that was one of their big sellers on Sunday. I had to go in there. Well, I had the shirt on Sunday, so I needed a picture. So yeah, so they told me that was one of the big ones, that the shark sold out in the card stock. But it's just there's a lot of other stuff they had on the table. But and also this is a con with 600 variants.
Yeah.
It's expensive, dude, just to get down there. It's not
Yeah,
like an easy thing. It's not an easy task. Like a parking for the day can cost as much as a hotel at a lot of places,
And they
So
sold them
it's,
pretty. I think the card stock was only $20. That's probably the cheapest
that's-
exclusive we've ever done.
absolute great deal. That was really cool because people could walk by and pick them up.
Yeah.
I didn't mind
And
that they did
maybe it'll be
pre-orders. Obviously,
hopefully,
grab some.
yeah, that never even picked up Monsters before. Maybe they'll try it a little bit. So, when they released that, there was some confusion, like with Cover Price and Keen Spot. Keen Spot really took 2 exclusives, right? But they had foil and cardstock, the Shark and the Hell Queen. These were this one, the Phantom, and the Man in the Bowler Hat were also there, but they were exclusives to Keen Spot, right? The store online.
Okay.
So they had brought them with them to sell them. So they weren't really made for San Diego exclusive, because really I was just going to do 2, right? Because again, there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, that's what we
So
thought.
they already had them. They sold them, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Because maybe it gets, like I said, more fans out there to get them. And I thought it was a good deal on price. I think it was 40 for the foil and 20 for the book. I am going to be at a con this weekend, Farley Con, and I will have my AP copies of those books with me. And so if you weren't able to make it to San Diego, you can get them at Farley Con.
How cool is
Larry
that
Hama's
you're going to
gonna
be
be
with
there,
Larry
man.
Hama? Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a great thing for you, Mark, seeing Larry there.
Dude, that's the
yeah.
reason. When Guy had contacted me, Guy Dorian Sr., and said, "Hey, me and Larry's doing this con up here in Chattanooga," and I knew that that's close. And when I heard that, I was like, let me look at the dates, and I'm like, yeah, sign me up. Let me come to that. So, dude, it's so many. They got the voice of Storm Shadow's going to be there. The voice of Major Blood, the voice of Firefly, the voice of Flit, the voices of Lady J, just Duke, and all these characters. And then a lot of Transformer actors, voice actors there. I can't wait, man. That's going to be awesome. Then you have like Sergeant Slaughter.
So
Oh,
I'm bringing
bro.
some of my GI Joe action figures to get signed.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, and I have, luckily, it all works out. I have a lot of these exclusive GI Joe covers I did with Clutch of Zartan that I had been sitting on. I just didn't know, I didn't bring them out yet, and this is going to be the perfect con to bring those out.
Literally perfect.
And to get signed.
There, that's great.
Couldn't be more
So
perfect.
people are asking how many I'll have. I'm bringing all of them that I got. So I got a lot.
Yeah,
So,
why with this opportunity, why save them? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can get so many autographs on it. I mean, you could go get every GI Joe voice actor on there. Doesn't matter if they did Zartan or the Dreadnoughts, right? Get Larry's autograph on there.
Right.
Mine. You know, so I just think it's a great opportunity being a big kind of Joe con. I think it'd be awesome. I wish I had something I'm doing for Clutch that won't be out till later, because two of the guys in that are going to be there. But Clutch, look at his eyes. He has no idea what I'm talking about. But we won't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
We got some time before that.
Yeah.
Listen,
as long as it's announced here at some point.
I'll be right back.
Hey,
Clutch. Yeah. What would San Diego have been like if Mark's sitting out there at the King Spot booth?
Dude, come on, man. We saw that all before. I mean, you got to
no, but
you know what?
See all these
Their location,
it would have caused
location,
a scene, bro.
but their location wouldn't have been that bad for you. Like, there's
because it was so open into that main. Yeah, it was so open in that main hallway.
There might have been some space in there. Well, I'll tell you what, there wouldn't be any books left.
Yeah,
You know?
That's for sure.
And then because the table was also 360 too, like if people didn't want autographs or whatever, and just to buy books, they could do that on the other side. Yeah,
sorry,
but I mean, yeah,
it would have been done up. So
we're testing out the pull power I got this weekend. Farley Con is a very small con. Every pictures I've seen, there's no lines really, right? You know, a couple might be in front of you while you're going to get an autograph from somebody. So we're going to see, but I have talked to the con owner and Rocky, and he said, hey, we're selling more VIPs than we've ever had before. Attendance is going to be higher. And I'm counting on all those Mark Spears fans to come out, man, who's close. And I think we're going to have a big turnout to help Farley Con, man.
Man, you already know.
I'm hoping, man.
Bro, you better be you better have your arm ready for signing and have it ready. Like a picture, have it wrapped
only
up.
2 days, right? So there's 2 days instead of 3 days. Like
2 days. It's a Saturday and a Sunday.
So it's a little.
And we have the exclusives. I'm going to bring this con. I'm just hoping the turnout will be pretty good. I'm bringing a box of rare stuff that you can't hardly get. I'm bringing it with me in case people want to get that from me. I'm bringing the T-shirts. I'm bringing the hats. I'm bringing some CGC. We got these killer covers, man.
Those are so good.
In foil, and it looks amazing in foil. And that one is the not foil cardstock, and it looks so good with that white because it has a different kind of feel to it. And that one's foil. Everybody's talking about the nun.
That just looks expensive, dude. You know what I mean? Like, are you making a medal of this? Of that?
I haven't yet. I might do that because when we switched over printers, their metal minimum was 100, and I don't want to do that. So, but I could do that. Like, say we do another printing of like number 7, but I just want her in metal or something like that. I could do it and just go through with my other printers and then have it, only 10, 20 made, something like that.
Man, that looks badass.
That Elvis is so good. I mean, I already love the Nun. I mean, that's a perfect cover. But this Elvis,
I'm an Elvis fan too. So
it's Elvis. That's what Lucas, my son, came up with. He said, "Hey, that's Elvis."
Hell yeah!
So it's Elvis.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's sick.
That book is going to sell out in Tennessee, bro.
And that one, that's the vintage, and then that's the foil, and those two look killer as well. The retro really looks retro on that cardstock. It looks like it's something from 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
Yeah,
and then the foil really pops. And then she only is in foil.
Okay.
So and it looks again with those colors.
it really looks really good when you see it in person.
You're gonna
It's
kill
hard to
this.
describe.
Yeah, this is
I
gonna be
love
a
it.
big deal.
But
So like, I'm gonna need like 10 of each, you know.
Yes. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I think
Add them
Yeah,
to
we
the
got
stack.
some
So do I
more.
put in my
Man.
pre-order now,
Yeah, add them to the
or
stack.
is that
Yeah.
or is that after the podcast? I'm not sure.
Well, okay. So when I did those signings down there for Jesse and Arkham Asylum, I was wondering then, really, I thought I was telling my wife, don't be embarrassed if only 10 people show up. I said, I got more pull power than that. I just didn't want to, her to go like, well, Mark, what's wrong? Because it's a store, and it was last minute, right? 2 weeks, 1 week and 2 weeks before I was going to be there that when they announced it. We at Jesse's store, dude, it was amazing. When I walked up, I was like 3 minutes late. Jesse had everybody in the store waiting when I walked in clapping.
That's awesome, bro.
Awesome.
That's so
then
cool.
we all took a group photo, and I sat down and got to work. We stayed about an hour over to get to everybody. We had to cut the line, where eventually you have to go, hey, no more after this person, so we can make sure we get to them all. And we stayed about 4 hours when we were supposed to stay about 3. The next 2 weeks later, we were over there at Arkham. Same kind of thing happened where we stayed over about 45 minutes or so, and we had to cap the, make sure, hey, no more after this one, because we don't want somebody to be in line for hours and then they go, oh, he's leaving. I'm not doing that to somebody. So we capped the line at one point and got to everybody. But it makes me think, okay, if that many people showed up in Florida to a store at a con where there's more people, more things to do and stuff, and more retailers to see and all that kind of stuff, I'm hoping we'll have a line. So that'd be awesome. And this might be my last one of the year, though I might hit up New York. If I do New York, it might just be for doing stuff with Todd, like signing with Todd and stuff, not even mess with monsters at that time.
Yes.
Who knows? I would just promote the blind bags coming out, something like that. So
big shout out to Lisa Noble, who's also a big Monsters fan, just gifted 10 memberships. Shout out to everybody that was just gifted memberships.
I know my LCS with Steven, he ordering a shitload of those blind bags, dude. He's like, he just wanted to come out and give this, let you know that like the shop down here in Corpus is supporting the hell out of you, Mark. So everybody's with it, man.
Mark, I seen that guy on Beyond Wednesdays, and I was like, I'd love to come visit Hood and that guy in that store. Hopefully we can do some kind of tour next year, man. After all these bags are out there and everything, we'll have to see, but would love to, dude. Again, if it's not for the stores, I can't do what I'm doing. The stores are getting the people in there and selling them these books and everything. So it's the fans, it's the stores, it's the retailers, it's the online guys. I think it's very narrow-minded to sit there and just point to one group of people and say they're the ones are responsible for my comic, right? To sit there and say it's just brick and mortar stores, or it's just online stores, or it's just eBay or whatnot, things like that. Dude, it takes them all, and I think people aren't utilizing them. They're not utilizing everybody. That's why I'm so glad about the blind bags. I think it gives back to all of them to where they can say, look, I can get this thing for, retailer gets it probably $3, something like that, half off, and then they could sit there and sell that, and hopefully, it'll help them out in fourth quarter, which is, a lot of stores struggle in the fourth quarter. You want the, big revenue there at Christmas and Halloween and everything.
Mark,
so
that's the key to me. I think that one of the things about this blind bag is it's going to be evergreen, right? People are going to be buying multiple copies to sell at their stores, their brick and mortars, to sell on their live sales. I've got to put in an order with somebody at some point, because I'm definitely going to buy as many of these as I can buy. They'll be great to add as stackers, sell as themselves.
Yep.
Throw in as freebies to longtime viewers and fans.
Yep.
These are a great idea to.
And that's what I want for them to almost last all year round, because you got it to where you, like Leg was saying, he can open these up and have a whole viewer experience where people are saying, I'll buy this one now, open it for me. I want to see what it was. Right. It's just like trading cards. Trading cards last a year, right, till the next ones come out usually. And that's what my hope is on this one. And there's enough stuff inside that just keeps feeding these people to where, like, man, I want the next one. What else? What other covers out there? I'd like to get it. So again, and I'm not trying to make money in the aftermarket on this. That's not what I'm doing. If I buy them from me, I'm probably going to open every one of mine because I just can't wait. I might stick about 10 or 20 away in a closet somewhere. But I'm hoping this is a hit for everybody, not just for me, not just for Keen Spot, for all the retailers, all the people who sell things, just you're even collectors who go, hey, I bought 3. I love the first 2 covers. The third one was the same or one I didn't want. And he went to eBay and he was able to make him some dollars off of it. Great. That's not offending me at all. I mean, my work's getting spread around. I'm getting the honor to do this. It doesn't offend me at all if somebody wants to sell it.
I can't wait to see what Clutch and Mark have cooked up for the Halloween blind bags. Like that's
me and him's got to talk, bring Brian some into it too. And we're going to make that really something special, because I got some books pressed by this guy that I might add some of those to it.
What?
So yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Mark, can you imagine how many of these
call them, Brian? Collectors
packs? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just wait, you guys.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine how many of these you're going to sign, Mark? Like, how cool would it be to have Mark sign these unopened? And have one of these in your collection and just sign the bag unopened.
Yeah, just sign the bag. I thought about that. And that's why I'm really particular on the next con I do when these come out, right? Because I know y'all been talking about MegaCon. I was talking to my wife and I said, we could do MegaCon, go down there and I could say, look, I'm only going to sign for a couple hours a day and just go and have fun the rest of the time.
We're going to see Mark on the road.
Think about it. There's so many covers in this, so many covers in the Christmas one that have never been signed. Ooh. Right? They'll never have been signed. And that's a number 1 issue, a number 8 issue. Spawn number 1 might come out between now and MegaCon. So it's almost like I'm afraid to do that next signing, man, with the amount that's going to be coming at me.
You know what, Mark?
I know I'm doing Huntsville next year. We've already talked about that with the guy there. And I need to convince y'all we need to do a Beyond Wednesdays thing at Huntsville, man. That would be fun.
I'm in. Let's do it.
We'll get together and try to do something like that. I know Clutch is in because of Woman's cookies.
Yes.
Nana's
cookies. Yes. I've heard about her.
I'm telling you, like that. Every day I had to get those. I had to get something there.
He had a pound cake before he left. A pound cake.
I had stuff in my backpack on the flight home. I didn't make it home. I ate it on the flight.
Man, I walked back.
My wife was not happy.
I go get Clutch.
Hey, he was sitting there going, man, I don't know how much stuff he bought of that woman's. And I was like, yeah, man, he liked that stuff.
I did. That happens to me at the show. It happened to me at San Diego this year because at the interactive zone where eBay was, there was this little Hawaiian barbecue pop-up tent. And those dudes had spam musubi, which is something I absolutely love. So every day, Drew was with me the first 2 days. We went there and just like loaded. Just bought a ton. We crushed it. I gave them big ass tips. Like I was like, you got the best food at the show. Like I was so in love. So yeah.
Yeah.
He does his part to support everybody at that show. Everybody who has food. Clutch, make sure.
I bring him back a Pepsi and he'd be like, dude, tell me what Nana's got left. What Nana got left?
Yeah. Hey, can I say something?
You got to put it.
No, you can't.
Hey, hold on. I just want to shout out Big Leg I love you, dude. He got me the first graded Mark Smear slab.
Oh, let's
right
talk
here.
about this. This was so amazing, you guys. Look at this.
So
Mark's pen started to leak, and we were like, "Let's just go for it, man."
yeah,
And it started to
so
leak out, and I just knew exactly. I don't remember if I said it exactly at the time. I was like, "I know that Mark Smears has just happened right after Hood went home."
so the whole genesis around this was we were doing a show and we were talking about like artists that smear and do some kind of funky thing. Do you remember that?
No,
Yee?
it was the Stan Lee smeared autograph
yeah, the
on
Stan Lee
on
smeared
the
still.
ASM 252 or whatever. Where
Right.
there were a bunch of them in sequential order, and everyone was like, "What's up with the smear auto? Is it a real auto?" And then, okay, I'll let you
Right.
take it.
So that was kind of like, and I go smears, and I said, you know what? If you wanted to do a smear autograph like that, that would work, right? So look, it works.
Bro, there's some on the back.
Never been
there's
more
some-
excited to get an 8.5.
Bro, are you kidding? Like I told Mark, somebody would have to kill me to take this from me, dude. Like this is a one of one. Look at
But the
that.
thing is, they should have given him a higher grade. I did it on purpose.
Yes,
So-
great point. Great point.
If
Yes,
I-
sir.
See, now
Honestly,
they,
it's
but see,
artwork.
now they know. All
Yeah,
we
that's the
needed was
crazy
one to
thing,
get out
because the
into
book is
free
the.
stuff.
That book is
Free submitted.
9.9. That book, like
Well-
Hood, that's foil. Can you see even one like?
No,
tiny
that looks
inch of fine
perfect.
thick? That book is perfect, man.
What did the grader notes
It
say?
is
Just because of
it's
smear?
perfect to me.
Like kind of because of the smear, I guess.
Hmm.
I love it, dude.
But it's
I'm
like,
gonna
how do you know?
start developing a smear signature where I charge extra and make it like even put little paint drops after it. Like
Bro,
not just-
it's got your
I think I
DNA,
should have
bro.
put in. I should have put signed and remarked, and I think they must have had to give it a 9.9 if it was signed and remarked. Right?
Well, you know,
Well,
that-
here's a Mark Spears book I won't sell. You know?
Oh yeah,
It
let's
says
take a look at this.
groovy on that.
We got shout out. Oh wait, I just removed them instead of
You just got rid of you.
yeah, I just got rid of them. Yeah.
I could have added myself back. But
Yeah.
Wait, is that drawn on the outside of the book or is that actually on the
No.
book?
Oh, no,
That's
yeah,
on the
so it's
book.
actually on the book. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, but it almost
Yeah.
looks like it's done on the way
Look how
that
good that
wow, that
looks.
really pops on that.
Hell
Yeah, it does
Oh,
look
oh,
like
you're-
beautiful.
oh, it looks like it's like on the slab itself.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the slab. That's
Bro,
awesome.
that's a
I
good
can make a
idea.
smears. I can make a smears.
I
autograph.
have done like those Hood. Someone asked me last time, can you sign the outside of their books? And I'm like, sure. So I started doing some of those. But that's really good because it's a darker foil. So that pink
Right.
really makes it look 3D.
So I got multiple Mark Spears goodies over the weekend, but one of the ones that I do want to say that was amazing was getting this one right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
multiple
5
Mark
times.
Spears auto. So
Mark Spears, yeah.
shout out to
Yep,
Leg,
every
Drew,
color
and
I had.
Clutch. Yeah, for this one. That was amazing. So listen, if you guys are,
it's a
are
clutch,
close
trust me.
to
Plenty of
Tennessee,
clutch on that one.
yeah.
Yep. It's really right outside Chattanooga. It's like 10 minutes from Chattanooga or 5 minutes. So if you're in that vicinity, man, come on by. I think Leg's coming, right?
yeah.
With clothes.
Yeah, I'm wearing.
We'll
clothes.
have clothes on.
I always have
Hood,
clothes, man. I
Hood,
thought I had. I
Hood,
thought I was in
Hood,
my
are you
own
coming,
bedroom,
Hood?
man.
What's that?
Are you coming, Hood?
Look at that.
Do
You're gonna
it,
convince him right now.
do
Do
it,
it.
do
Do it. Do it.
We'll be waiting there,
Yes.
dude. John, here's
You gotta be
there,
with.
man.
You gotta
John's
be
gonna
one
be
of
there,
them.
yep.
John's picking me up at 10 a.m. at the
John's
airport.
coming?
I'm flying right out of Vegas, man. So
You might lose your
pick me up
trademark
there for the
phrase if.
Friday
So
morning.
it's possible because my nieces are gonna go stay with their grandparents. So
Man, all right, we'll talk. We'll
Party.
talk
Come on, dude.
backstage.
Figure it out, dude. You're running out of time. Let's go. Hey, Mark. Dude. How many times did I tell you this weekend? And I only saw you for like 2.5 days. Like, right?
Yep.
I was like, come on, man. Come on. I know it's back-to-back weekends. I understand your family, man.
Bro.
Right? But I like come on,
YOLO,
man.
bro.
You gotta go.
YOLO. Use your PTO. You have so much banked up, anyways.
well,
Yeah,
I'm
let's go.
off. I'm off, but like when I come back, then I gotta
we
go
can-
back to
hey,
work,
we can-
man.
we can
So
use
I'm
your
doing that
help,
right
man.
now. I'm working 10-hour
White
days
gloves.
because I ran
Good.
out of PTO.
We got me and John in crowd control. We get like white gloves at the table for you, man. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, was that
had
Hive
to say
Comics?
that, dude. You had to say
John
that.
held
Now
down the
you
corner.
make
I'm
I
gonna have
think
to,
Ryan,
I'm
wasn't
gonna have
that
to do
Hive? It
more
just
lines.
said on that post, "I'm driving 2,000 miles." That's
Yes.
James, right? Hive.
Yes,
So
James
Yeah,
is
it was
driving
James.
2,000
James will be there.
miles. Yeah.
Oh,
Once
that's
he got the
right.
table.
James said he was coming too.
Not only
Man,
that,
where are we
listen,
gonna go eat, bro? That's the big question.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, if you get there Friday, the con's not going on. So wherever anybody wants. I see
Yeah.
people are trying to do a get together with you on Saturday there. I know there's like a Twin Peaks and a Top Golf across the street, but I
Well,
don't know
you
the
need
area
help
that
with
well.
crowd control too. You know.
Listen, not only that,
I'll let
Mark
Hood
has a
handle the
couple of new
dry
comics
gloves.
coming out this week, today. You've got the Gargoyles Demona coming out, and then you have the really good Space Ghost Johnny
wow.
Quest, Space Quest, that is finally coming out. Thank God that Dynamite is back on comic book shelves. And,
Yep.
this is one of the best covers I think you've done in a while, in my opinion, for Dynamite. This beautiful Space Ghost Johnny Quest, Mark, it came out so good. And I know when you showed it to me, you were like, I really like this
Yeah, I
cover,
didn't want
but
to
I
do that
don't think,
homage at all. That's what they'd asked me to do, but it turned out good enough from to do that homage. I think. But
yeah,
it took me a little while. I couldn't figure it out because it's hard to do characters when you're homaging them like that don't fit really well. Like in that pose, like you're like, how do I do this? So it worked out okay. Having him hold Johnny like that, I thought.
yeah.
In the upshot of Space Ghost. So
Yeah, this was a great cover, and I hope you guys are able to pick it up. There was a couple other really good books this week that I just want to hit up before we call it a night. We're gonna probably spend a little bit of time backstage shooting the shit, but this week was a big comic book week. Obviously, San Diego Comic-Con with a lot of great exclusives. Cover Price did a really good job talking about those exclusives, but the Bermejo second print version 1 in 25. I know some people really don't like the baggy Spider-Man suit. For some reason, I really like
I
it.
love it.
I do too, Clutch. Whoever else said that too. I love this. Look how great that looks. So, there was a couple other good covers this week. I think it's hard to have San Diego Comic-Con go and then have new books out that week. It's yeah, right.
it really
It's not like it's
Everybody's
overwhelming
got a
seeing
lot
all
of
those.
money left, dude. We're all rich now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not overwhelming seeing all those comic books all in one location,
Yeah,
and
I
then
thought comic books were dying. What's
This
that's
Werewolf by
crazy.
Night cover was really good. Shout out to Funhouse Comics who posted this on his IG.
Yeah, I picked up
Beautiful.
a couple of those.
Yeah, Tyler.
Thank you,
Kirkham.
Steve.
I missed Tyler Kirkham 4 times this weekend. Whatever.
Beautiful cover.
well, hopefully he'll be at the pre-industry party next year.
Speaking of Tyler, I got something I do need to show before
we will
call it.
show, yes, before we call it a night. Some great G.I. Joe second print covers by Jason Howard that came out, which were awesome. Michael Walsh, I love Michael Walsh's books, and his Exquisite Corpses covers have been really good. He did some really good Universal Monsters books too. But it was pretty cool to see the different Final Fantasy kind of books that they're doing for Lost Fantasy. They did the PlayStation, old school PlayStation one.
That's cool.
Yeah. The Medieval Spawn Kale New cover, absolutely gorgeous. Look at this book.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, what a great book to do. Look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
That's going to be a toy.
I agree.
Right.
I really love this Becky Cloonan Long Halloween book. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Beautiful. Solomon Grundy cover.
Oh, I love Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then this DC Connect cover was a big deal with the DC KO stuff, which is going to be very interesting. We're going to see more of the New Gods and Dark Side showing up at some point here. The California Love cover, which is very interesting. You had a couple of cool Superman covers there, Supergirl covers. But Helen Mask, the 1 in 25s that she's been doing, have been so fucking good. These frame covers. Really, really good. I love them. And then Facsimile for Superman #1 was interesting. I love this Daniel Sampere Titans Annual. It's a cool cover. Joel Jones had a good cover. John Royale killed it on these. He had a couple books. Paul Green had a couple really good books for Zenoscope this week. That was another great table at San Diego this week.
Mama!
Yes, sir. Look at that.
And look at the dog.
Right? Kind of looks
Oh, I
like your
love it.
pup.
Look at the pooch, man.
Yeah.
Is that John Royal? Yep.
Look at this one. Wait till you see this one, Hood. Hold on. Look at this. Paul Green. I don't even know what this is. I got to find one, though.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Joe, did you look through the Zenoscope booth?
I didn't get a chance.
Oh man, you got to look through their. If you ever get a chance to see them at a con again, you have to look through their back issue bins because.
Bro, I'm glad I didn't because I probably would have spent too much money.
Look at this Derek Chew.
Dude,
Ooh.
those heat seekers are freaking fire, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so many good ones.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of Titan Comics, like I didn't see Macroverse there.
Well, we got to talk about it. Let's hold that. We'll end the show with that because that's a very interesting thing. Of course, we have a lot of. I love the war cover with the selfie skeleton. That was pretty cool. I have to check out that book. Speed Racer. Hopefully, you guys got some of the Pete Carroll Speed Racer books. I think that was the best Speed Racer cover of the whole lot.
Oh yeah.
I know that was one of the books that most people talked to me about from the Big Clutch
the
booth.
Pete Carroll Speed Racer is
Yep.
legit. Dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
The
At
Godzilla
100,
stuff.
That book's gonna be King Kong someday.
I really love this 4-drain retailer incentive cover 1 in 25 for Sonic the Hedgehog. That's going to be a big book. I really love this Edwin Wong cover for Mega Man X Timelines. That's a great cover.
Oh,
Both
it's
of
the
them.
Bo's bank account cry right now.
Yes.
With all those covers.
And then, of course, we have Mark on. We have to talk about Monsters #6. You have the blank cover, which is going to be a great.
Yeah, I think that blank is underrated, man. I think
Big
that's
How many of those coming across your table on Saturday and Sunday?
a lot.
Yeah.
Just in time for the show, right?
Yep.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
can
Can I get a
I've
remark?
already had people saying, "Hey, can you put this on this on?" I'm like, dude, if I can do it in 30 seconds, because it's
yeah.
you know, if there's no line, I'll sit there and just draw out for an hour with
you.
it.
You know what I would have you do? I would have you like a big freaking mark with like 3 different colors, and then send it off.
Just
Yeah.
get 4 of them and then have each letter on there. So M, A,
You know,
R.
we do
Oh,
have
that's
Nick
a good
Barrucci
idea.
in the chat right now. So I would be remiss not to bring up this beautiful Vampirella cover. So shout out to Nick. Appreciate you,
Oh
brother.
yeah, I just see him in there. Hey Nick, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was amazing. And then, of course, Heavy Metal Magazine's got some pretty good covers. We'll see how those play out. That's for issue #2. Let me know if you guys are checking that out. I really love this Jungle Skinner 1 in 5. I'm a big fan of Mike Skinner. There's a couple other decent books. Santos Sisters. Shout out to Greg and Fake. Santos Sisters won the Eisner Award this year, which is very, very cool. This is a great book, and it was very cool to see that happen. So shout out to them. Billy Tucci had a great hardcover come out where he's got She, Lady Death on the cover, which is very cool. Shout out to Billy Tucci. What an iconic creator, and it was great to see him. I only got to walk by his booth a couple times. I wish I would have stopped by and say hello, but great new comic book day. And
Billy said he wants to come on. I talked to him for a bit.
Yes,
Hey,
hell yeah.
before we
Okay.
go, I just want to shout out KRS Comics, man. They were so cool and hospitable. Had one of the best booths out there. Like they just
man.
freaking fire, dude. Like Will Jack and that. They told me Hood stick around, and then freaking Galactus showed up over there, and it was just. But you look at the lineup that they had, from Paul Green to Will Jack to like, shit,
Dude,
everybody, dude.
Yeah, they killed it. EOM Tony Trophy, who I just started to get familiar with. Man, such great work. He was selling his first art on there, so that was great.
Well, we need to talk
The
about
EOM
that.
remarks that I have over there too.
I'm glad you
Like,
brought up
oh,
Tony
God.
Trophy because that was one of the coolest things I had seen at the
We need to have that
con.
guy on, man. That guy
Yeah.
is so freaking cool.
Oh,
Be
with
fun.
his pencil remark. on that cover.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tattoos.
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, he was cool as shit, dude.
Jesus.
dude, he did that with a pencil.
Yep.
Wow.
It's like some sort of graphite thing, and that's this book, which has none of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally,
And it's
just
almost like it
use that
creates an
as a standard.
embossed kind of feel to it.
I also knocked that onto the floor.
That book,
Oh, jeez.
That cover.
It didn't get hurt. The dude never. The dude's son picked it up and wasn't responding to him. I was like, "This is gonna be most expensive drop." Yeah.
I saw him pick it up at the very last day.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
back then
Crazy.
too. Okay.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
some
that's
really
super
cool
freaking
stuff.
cool. It takes a long time. Oh, he did that too. How do you and got that graded?
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Wow.
That's it.
That
Yeah.
guy's great, man. I'm figuring everything he did. Like he got
Yeah, he's such a nice dude.
yeah, he was such a nice guy. So this one, I'm not even sure what book it is, but it was an exclusive. So I had him. He said it was his first cover, so I had him write first cover on there.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
dope.
really cool work.
Oh, for World Tree.
Yeah, yeah, World Tree. Okay, but it's from Chicago. Not even that long ago, I don't believe.
Yeah, KRS
it's-
really killed it
what a
this,
great guy.
this year.
Shout out to KRS. Period. Yeah, they're gonna
listen,
have
I can't say it
him,
enough.
Natalie Sanders, Will Jack, EOM sitting at the table. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
Jim
man.
Lee come by and sign a whole
Jim Lee
bunch of
signing how much? Galactus stopped by. He's taller than their booth.
Yeah. Look at
Look
this.
how
This
fast
is
he
Jim.
signs, dude.
Yeah.
And then they were just cool guys that hang around, like, because they grew up with this con in their backyard and everything,
Right.
and then just like to hang out with them in the city and all that. It was cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
by
gonna
the
start
way,
signing
I
that
could-
fast, man.
I could take lessons, Mark.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
hey, dude, that's how we did our grommets book, man. Brian had them all laid out for us like that.
Yeah. Hey,
Felt
dude,
like
and by the
Jim
way,
Lee for a minute. Yeah.
I could not pry one of these foil Jim Lee signed books away, no matter how much we hung out, no matter how much money I spent. I'm like, one of those. No, they're not even for sale. I'm like, dude, there's like 50 of them.
I can't thank Chris and
I
Jose
think we're gonna
enough.
grade them.
Yeah, they've been really they've been a big part of Beyond Wednesday since the start. They've really been a big part of supporting us, and I think that they're one of the few retailers out there that consistently put out heat. They're very respectable in the industry. They do things the right way. They know what the fans want. They have their finger on the pulse of the industry. And there's very few retailers out there like them, in my opinion. So Chris and Jose, continue doing what you do, and we appreciate you guys immensely.
And
big shout out to their partners on the East Coast, the Comic Mint.
The Comic Mint, yes.
Yeah. I reminded Chris that it was it was probably almost 10 years ago supporting CBSI as a giveaway because they liked what was going on. When I think it was G Plus, I don't even think Unpressable existed or anything like that. He had me pick up a care package at WonderCon, and he was like, "Oh yeah." Right. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I knew I was going to KRS and they had that ready for me. I don't remember if I met him because it was almost 10 years ago, but that's how long they've been in this, doing the retailer stuff and supporting for that long, So,
yeah.
Yep. I agree. Good people doing good things. That's what we want in this industry, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Pickups.
Oh.
Let's get through some pickups and then we'll shoot the shit backstage for a while. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm gonna go first.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Sorry.
It's always hard to follow up, Clutch.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Do you want me to go last?
No.
you guys talk about seeing my balls. Wait till you see whatever Clutch has.
So tomorrow, I'm
we
doing
go.
a post Comic Con stream while Legs driving to Vegas. I'm going to take his spot. We did something very special with eBay and myself. Switch cameras. So this is a 1 ounce gold coin, which has been sketched on by Danny Warren Johnson.
Oh shit.
So that's 99.9% silver. So sketched by Danny Warren Johnson.
Bro,
one-
that's fire, dude.
We have one sketched by Ryan Otley.
God damn.
No.
Then I have a
Maria,
sketch of
Maria.
Maria Wolf.
Get
Not
out
done.
of here, dude.
Not done. Then we also have These are in a case because they're so big, and I don't want to get my grubby hands on them. But
He's literally selling.
this
Dude, look at that. Oh my God.
is a 4-ounce silver piece with that's from Tyler Kirkham. And then this,
Oh my God.
this is 4 ounces of silver with a sketch by Nathan Zerdy.
Wow.
So these are going to be up for auction tomorrow on my stream.
Right here. Link is in the chat, you guys. It's pinned in the chat. Go follow it right now.
So
you don't want to
yeah,
miss
these
this.
are going to be, these are crazy cool. I also have one missing, which is a Daniel Warren Johnson Optimus Prime on the 4-inch. But I don't know where it is, and I'm really frustrated because it's freaking cool, and I don't know where it is. So I gotta find
I
it.
thought that was a sample you gave me. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, seriously, I would lose my mind if it.
Wait, that's silver?
Yeah, these are silver.
I had to look up to
I'm
see if I could
joking,
even
by the
afford
way, I don't
silver. That much
This
silver.
is so this is
even
this is
without
like the
art.
silver plate. This is what it looks like. This is one of the unused ones, which was just laying in my bag. So they are. Yeah, it's crazy. So
It's the
these
only
things are
time you're
be-
gonna have to weigh art, dude. You know?
dude. Seriously.
Man, I
So
can
these are
afford
nuts.
silver. I'm going to start drawing on dollar bills at the con.
You should. That dude,
I am.
guy, there's a whole network of like coin and currency collectors
I
who
am
buy
going
that
to
art.
the
dude.
bank tomorrow, Mark. On the way. Now that you said that,
Get some hundos, dude.
Give
Crispo
me, bring
hundos.
me Clutch's credit card. I'm going to draw something cool on that credit card. And we'll sell it.
you're gonna draw his signature.
Oh, that would be cool.
So make sure you guys go check it out. The link is pinned in the chat right
Yeah,
now.
come check it
That's
out tomorrow.
awesome.
Big stuff. A ton of exclusives from the show, plus eBay. My God. So eBay also. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta show you guys.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Is this legal?
Shout out to Lisa and eBay Live. I want to say a big thanks to them for
Thank
what
you,
they
Lisa.
did at San Diego this year and continuing to make that platform such a great platform to sell comics on. And it was nice to meet her. Thanks to Clutch. It was really cool. So
So eBay also, if you were at the convention, you went out to their zone. They had this whole setup outside of their outside the trailer, and they had all these things on display. So they had like Funko Pops, some freaking Tamagotchi thing.
look at that My Little Pony, bro.
Check this is one of the Lego Arsenal
Wow.
figures.
That's sick, bro.
There's like, dude, freaking Pokemon cards. So these were all on display in the eBay booth, and I'm gonna auction them all here. Look, dude, check this out. This is Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Rated
So there's
PSA 10. So
So
I'm
no
gonna auction all these off tomorrow.
that's crazy.
Dude, that's
There's,
so cool.
that's
there's so much crazy stuff in here.
They did such a great
So
job
that's-
at San Diego. It was unreal. They did a really good job.
Dude, check this out.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on, dude.
Oh, are
But
you,
wait,
I didn't
there's
even look at the
more.
box.
are you kidding me, bro?
Dude,
He's
I'm gonna
carrying
auction these
Wild
off
Walking
tomorrow
Dead.
night. Holy shit.
Oh my
He's carrying around
god.
the Walking Dead 1. No big deal.
Just whatever.
Link is pinned in the
So-
chat, you guys. Don't miss this. This is
Yeah,
your chance.
Come out tomorrow's gonna be nuts. I gotta.
What's that My
Sheesh.
Little Pony thing? Let's see it.
Yeah,
Which
what's
one? Oh,
that?
For all you
this?
bronies out there.
Dude, look at this.
Oh my god.
This is from 1988.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's a little beat up and stuff, but it's cool as heck.
That's amazing.
That's still probably like
There's like a
$3,000,
Power
right?
Ranger in here.
Shout out to eBay Live. Great job. Great job this con.
Dude, there's a Labubu.
Claim.
We got Labubu.
Yeah, Nate's gonna be hating life. His wife's gonna be like, "Why didn't you get that for me?"
We got a Freddy. There's a Freddy Funko.
Oh, that's a big deal right there.
Oh yeah, those. It has a con sticker on it too, doesn't it?
Wow.
2016 Freddy Funko, only 400 pieces. I gotta do some research.
Yes,
guys.
you do, Clutch. That's a big
Dude,
deal.
you have
bro.
like a $20,000 box right
Dude,
there.
that Walking Dead one was nuts. A 9.4.
Dude. Yeah, this is. I gotta. Hey guys, check me out tomorrow. People are gonna get deals tomorrow. Jesus.
Okay. Like
Link
not
is
only are you
pinned in the
selling
chat, you
silver,
guys. All right, who's up next? Who's gonna follow Clutch?
Sorry, guys.
I'll try.
whenever.
All right, here we go. Yee.
Let me know whenever.
All right. So, big shout out to the Beyond Wednesday crew for this. Like,
Beautiful.
This was awesome. I mean, I'm sorry I was late to the videotaping of this for Swag's video or whatever. I was in the middle of a whatnot sale, and I was told one time, and then it got bumped to the time I was actually selling at, which is kind of funny. Kind of ironic, right? But then
Great sale though.
So I still showed up to Clutch's booth, and I'm like, yeah, we were supposed to meet up here at 5:30, and I was like, I know I'm a few minutes late. It's like 5:35, and then he's like, oh, that was way earlier. I was like, oh, I was like, okay. He's like, well, did anyone hand you anything? I was like, no, I just got off my whatnot. So, and then he's like, okay, well, here you go. Hold on, I got something for you. And then he pulls out this. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You're just gonna hand me a 9/8 slab of the Suspiria book? And he's like, yeah, but that's not it. That's not all. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, what do you got? And then he pulls out a 9/9 Baroness cover, and I was just like, oh, this is too insane. So yeah, big shout out Bolo. I did have fun with the Fantastic Four blind bags. That was great. But yeah, but my absolute favorite thing to pick up has to be the Sveta Sveta original art. Like,
congratulations.
This completely blew my mind. Like,
yeah,
I was just super stoked on this. I do have other pickups too as well. I did rip some blind bags from Boom. I have those set aside, so I'll show those on Saturday night.
Yeah.
From the stuff that showing your tattoo to Greg, and then and then everyone asking, hey, did you get to show it to Tinian?
Show us your tattoo again real quick, because this is very cool. If you guys didn't see this.
Yeah, so this is my Something is Killing the Children tattoo, the Order of St. George. So yeah, everyone's kept on asking, like, did you show James yet? And then I went to the Stein and I went to the Something is Killing the Children panel in hopes that they would announce something cool or give out something cool at the panel. And then I was trying to line up so I was going to be the last question, because I saw a post on his Instagram where he was at the Image panel and they put a barricade up. And then so I was going to ask, like, oh, since you don't have a barricade here, can I come up and show you my tattoo?
Yeah,
to be the last question of the
I
panel.
do want to give a shout out to Jack. It was great seeing Jack at the con. He's one of the people that has always supported this channel and Beyond Wednesday's brand, and I can't wait to see him in New York. I know Whatnot's going to have a really big thing going on in New York, and I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to him for everything he's done. Look at what is Mark got?
I got something here. This is that misprint that everybody's talked about, and I never got to show you one. Where it's you remember how it's supposed to be blue?
Yes.
And it didn't get print correctly.
Oh, that's awesome, bro.
Maybe 200 that exist. So here, I'll show you the original.
This is what we're talking about. This is why pickups are so great on Beyond Wednesdays, you guys.
Damn it! Now I have to go find a Monsters error book now.
This is normal, right? This is your normal cover. This, and I don't even see on my eBay anymore. So if you put them back to back.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
look
wow.
at that.
Oh, okay.
That's sweet,
Really
you guys.
Yeah. It's
I
like
love
the
it.
blue almost is out of it. It's like there's almost no blue. Just very, very faint chases of maybe some blue.
Are you going to call it the whitewash error?
I don't know. There's not
I was
many
just
out
joking
there.
around.
So I think there's probably maybe 200, maybe 500. We just don't know. Again, it gets scarce when they're not on eBay, right? When there's just so no one wants to even sell it.
Yes.
But I'm going to have a couple of these at the booth at Farley Con.
Yeah, you guys don't want to miss it. All right, Leg, you're up next, brother.
All right, cool. Let's go. Just because people weren't in the beginning, I'm gonna show the two things again. I'm gonna show the Sveta sketch or the remark, whatever you want to say, right in there. Absolutely gorgeous. Same with the Yeezy. Same with Yeezy. Being able to pick up this away from her, absolutely insane. Once in a lifetime, we hope not, but for the time being, that was great. And then I'm going to take the rest of my time to quickly just focus on one thing. Got a lot of autographs. I got a lot of things that I like signed. A lot of people that I can name off here. One of the coolest thing, shout out to Hell Destroyer for throwing the event on Tuesday night because we had Dave Dorman in there. So on a Tuesday night after his 6-hour delay in Dallas, those of us that were there, we got a chance to meet a legend that isn't always talked about. So he did doing this big rig. Here's the foil and stuff. The bag looks a little funky, but this cover is absolutely insane.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good. He did the bad idea.
Oh yeah, Dave Dorman.
right
Shout
here.
out to Dave.
Yeah, shout out to Dinesh. Oh, and by the way, if we didn't mention it at all, shout out to Bad Idea. Thank you for the wonderful Valley High party as always. And let's, this guy's still painting these covers beneath the trees where nobody sees. Look at that duck losing his head. Okay, Will Verity signed these for me. But this is why you can't forget. I had a great time bringing these books out and talking to him to bring them out. So doing things that people forget, like Star Wars Dark Empire, right? Pulling all these out to talk to him to have him sign these books. You know what I mean? Just absolutely classic stuff. OG CB size spec right there on some
Beautiful, yeah.
Solo twins right there.
Yep.
Things that you forget. 1993. We got Batman with
Batman with a
and
gun.
there's a gun on there. Batman with a gun. Don't forget things like Judge Dredd, right? How
dang
about
it. I have one of those sets, the Star Wars Dark Empire.
right? I read, dude, he signed 2 sets. I read 2. I was like, why? Dave Dorman's going to be there. Dark Horse, #1, some OG Predator, right? They reprinted this a few years ago. They got Dave Dorman on some Death Dealer. I bought his art books from him, right? Look how stunning all these
Great
painting
guy.
covers are.
We're gonna have him on the
Dave
show
Dorman,
at some point.
Absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. A few more. One of these, Brian couldn't resist. These I somehow found them on a website. Had 3. I've been looking for one of these Death Hawks literally forever. Brian walked up. I'm like, you got one, buddy. One's
I
for
had
you
to take one of those. I was so
for sure.
stoked. That was one of my best pickups of the con.
Oh, for sure. This is insane. Had Dave sign those. Super One. He says he didn't even have any of these.
Oh, beautiful.
So there's one for me that I'm keeping, a version from a few years ago. Just some Judge Dredd. Some people forget that the first advertisement for Spawn is Spawn #2 in the back of Rust, right there. Dave Dorman cover right there. I got way more. I'll finish with an Arena magazine with some Alien right there. So that's beautiful. Dave Dorman on the cover. Had to get him to sign it. So shout out to I just want to show off my opportunity to meet and connect with the legend and have a good time with them at the con and on Tuesday night, and even a bigger stack than that of stuff that I brought. And that 87 Chicago program is in a book. I got the 87 Comic-Con C2E. Well, I don't know what it's called then, but Chicago Comic-Con. I got it. It had a Dave Dorman cover. It's this big. It's signed. It still has the schedule of events on the insert in there. It signed that for me too. So very, very cool. So that's what's up.
My favorite was people's reaction that were hanging around the party, like around Dave, and Dave's reaction to some of the stuff you were pulling out.
Yes.
Like he was like, where'd you find this? Where'd you find that? And then people were just like generally impressed. Like they were like, oh, we were just like when you had that when you had the Predator cover, like people were like, oh, we were just talking about that.
I walked up to
No.
Mark Brooks and I pulled out his Atlas, his very first cover he ever did. And he was with me and he went, holy shit, where did you get this? I go, I got 2 of them, bro. And he's like, this is the first cover I've ever done. So shout out to the Beyond Wednesdays creator first list. Make sure you guys check that out. The link is below. Shout out to Derek Neiman for doing such a good job, but continuing to add to it. If you guys want to add to it, you can add to it. So
It's my
Did he say
favorite
that was the
thing.
first ones he signed?
yes, that
Did
was
he
the
say
first
that?
ones he signed. Yeah, yeah. Which is
Yeah.
interesting, Mark. Guess what, dude? You've kind of created a new thing. First signed copies. I saw multiple artists writing first signed on their stuff now, and you were the first one I ever seen did that. So that was
That's
pretty cool,
crazy.
dude.
Oh, there are a couple people asking about the Macroverse stuff. If
We'll get
whoever's
into that here
doing this-
before we end it.
Oh,
Hood, do you
okay.
have anything you want to show other than your original art? You got anything?
I had picked up some minor dig prints.
Oh yeah, this is so cool, you guys.
oh.
Ryan Minerding was there. I was so excited to tell Hood he was there.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
My favorite was taking Hood to the table, and then he was just like a kid. Like,
Yes.
I kept on I'm fucking with Ryan Meyer. I go, have you seen Fantastic Four? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, what happens at the end, bro? And so I had him put 2 Joe on here. Well, I mean, his art pretty much shaped the MCU. So
Yes.
like,
And
I got
you've been
that.
on it since the beginning, bro. Since the beginning.
He was cool. And then this beautiful cat. Hold on, you got to see this.
Oh wow.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's cool.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
he had a
Yeah.
lot of prints to choose from too.
yeah, and then he signed a couple of comics for me, a Thanos and a Spidey. So shout out to Ryan Minerding. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then yeah, everybody was. I'll tell you what, at the con, like if people bumped into you, they said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like it, dude. Everybody was just super nice. Like I don't know. There was no. Usually, I have a story with somebody starting shit with me or something.
Especially
Like,
you.
Yeah, nothing, dude. Nothing. Like I was like, it was stress free. Like nothing.
Because everyone's medicated, dude.
Yeah, I mean, just like walking like in in the teeth of all the customers in there, man. It's just like, and everybody was rubbing against him, knocking it. Like, sorry, excuse me,
was a
sorry.
great- it
And
was
I
a
was
great
like,
weekend.
what the fuck's going on?
yeah. The only thing that we didn't have was Mark being there. That would have been amazing. It would have been great to have Nate there as well. Those are the only 2 things that I really wish would have happened. I do want to talk about one last thing before we call it a night. This whole Macroverse thing that we've been seeing happening over the last couple of weeks has been very eye-opening, and I'm so sorry to everybody that backed this project and that aren't going to get what they expected. Mark has really shown how to handle a crowdfunding. Mark and Coffinverse have been just very eye-opening on how to handle a crowdfunding effort and make sure you're on time. You treat the fans with what they deserve because they're backing your project. And the Macroverse guys have shown exactly what not to do. And we did go to Titan Comics, the booth. Shout out to Andrew at Titan Comics, who has been great to us the last couple of years. We asked him what was going on with this, and it sounded like, they were trying to do something in the future with them. But I'll be honest, they handled this so poorly that none of the books were there the first 2 days at the Titan booth. They actually gave their books to retailers in retailer bags at the retailer events like the Lunar event and so on. And
Was it the Comics Pro event that they were at?
not
The
the
Lunar
Comics Pro,
one.
the Lunar event, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
they put books in those bags instead of selling them. They sold the books, I guess, the last couple of days of the con. What a mistake. Listen, they said they would be willing to come on the industry show. We'll see if that ends up happening. But I will say this, if there's anybody out there that plans on crowdfunding in the future, this is how not to handle a crowdfunding event. They out the gate, they were a great project. We all thought it was amazing. Multiple people on this panel right now back them. And we were really looking forward to it, and they just fucked it up beyond belief after that. I'm going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how they handle it going forward. We'll see if they come on the industry show. But what a mistake, and I'm sorry to everybody that backed this and didn't get what they expect. And that's not how to handle a crowdfunding comic event that could have been this good. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it plays out.
I'd like to tell them you're welcome for your $700 almost year-long interest-free loan when you gave away the books that I bought last year to retailers to hit them first to market. When I bought multiple of your sets that you sold me on, thinking this is going to be a great thing for me to handle, for me to check on the fluorescence. I talked with my friends. You know, we had them on here. We thought everything was going to be great, and I'll be honest. Something this magnitude. Like I hope that we're all trepidatious when we sort of see what's coming down the line on something like this. You know, they had a great sell on something that we really wanted. Something we really wanted. I thought, hey, if I spend this, I'll get in here. I can have I can hurry up in the first 100 boxes that you're gonna sell. I can buy 2 sets of your fluorescent copies and grade a couple of them. First to market on a couple graded ones, have a nice set to put on my wall, something like that, and have some fun. But it just, oh no, there's, you know what? You printed them. I don't know what to tell you. You've got the copies, and none of us do. And then
Right.
to give them away to people that just sell comics is a slap in the face.
Yeah,
Just
I
an
mean,
absolute slap in the face. And I didn't know they had them. I thought they didn't have them there. I didn't know they showed up the last couple of days.
yeah, I
If
didn't know.
I'm
I didn't
going
hear
over
about
that
them
road,
showing up.
I would love to just have my money back and call it a day.
Can't you
Oh,
just
wait,
get
so-
your money
well,
back?
What are you talking about? I would have just grabbed my books right there because
Hey,
I
give me my
ordered
books.
2 orders of fluorescent sets. Like,
So did
I will sit there and
And I-
mark it as
that's all.
shipped, like as I pick it up from the con. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
paying shit there for
Yeah,
something I've already paid for.
Ken on base is legit also saying you know they're pushing the Archie right after that. And there's
Yeah.
no way an Archie same paper kicks you can find Archies. Right?
Right.
Nobody you can't get any Chamber of Chills and crime suspense stories to manhandle, you know.
Yeah, why am I gonna pay for a reprint like 25, 30 bucks or whatever when I can go buy it in the back issue bin for 5?
I love Archie, by the way.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love those innuendo covers and all that. Yeah.
I was a backseat digest reader as a kid, so
Well, listen, I want to say thank you again to all these guys on the panel for just being, so such a big part of this brand. Thank you to Clutch, Leg, Yee, Hood, and even Mark for being a part of this show, this channel. This San Diego was amazing. We're going to be talking about it for the next couple of weeks. And thank you to all of you that are watching right now, whether on the live or on the replay. You're a big part of this brand as well. And I hope at some point to meet every single one of you and shake your hand and thank you for being a part of it. That being said, we'll see you guys Friday night over on the House of Stein. Adios.